Thank you, Matt Sharp. We welcome you to Branson, Missouri for day number 2 of the Branson Battle at the Border. About to get things underway here. The Mountain Home Lady Bombers will be taking on the Lake Hamilton Lady Wolves, who come into this game with a record of 0-6. Your Lady Bombers come in with a record of 3-2 after a 40-plus point win yesterday over Waynesville, Missouri. It's a good ball game for the Lady Bombers. Got to improve a few things on defense, according to Coach Dell Leonard. But we'll see if they can tighten things up against a team out of Lake Hamilton that's got they've had a lot of tradition in the last couple years. I welcome my broadcast partner this afternoon, Brad Coleman, the Doc, as he's self-anointed himself. Coach, I don't know why I called you Coach just now, but it's a very good program that we're playing here. A lot of history, been real solid the last couple years.
Yeah, they had a really good team last year, graduated a lot of seniors. Say they got beat a couple first, second round in state. It was kind of an upset win at the end of last year, I think. Marion or West Memphis.
Yeah,
it
was Marion. That's right.
I believe got them, and yeah, they had a great tradition, great program.
They haven't lost a conference game in the 5A South in 3 years.
Yeah,
it's
a very good 5A team that's going to expect it to be there in the end of the year as their coach continues to work with his team. It's going to be a different team than what we saw yesterday. Going to be a little more physical guards. They're going to be a little bigger, a little stronger. You know, we did see Hurd yesterday, who is committed to Virginia. She was a really, really good player.
She was.
The Bombers did a good job, but she didn't, maybe didn't have the supporting cast that a Lake Hamilton has around them. And we're going to face some different challenges here for the Lady Bombers today.
We certainly will. We're going to take a little break and check the starters for you. You're listening to Bomber Basketball, or Lady Bomber Basketball, on Classic Hits 101.7.
ASC Warranty is proud to support the Mountain Home Bombers. ASC Warranty provides dealers with vehicle protection plans for any vehicle in their inventory. ASC Warranty's greatest assets are the people that make up the ASC team. The work ethic and dedication to consistently superior services provided by all of their employees are second to none. ASC Warranty is proud to say the Bombers have the same values. ASC Warranty is one of your biggest fans. They will be cheering you on every step of the way. Go Bombers!
Baxter Regional Medical Center is now Baxter Health. When it comes to health and healing, there's no place like home. At Baxter Health, providing compassionate care beyond measure is their mission, because when it feels like home, it heals like home. The Baxter Health team has proudly supported Bomber athletics since 1963 and are privileged to continue that tradition for the 2022-23 season. Go Bombers from Baxter Health.
There is no one that knows the Twin Lakes area better than a local realtor. Local realtors know all the best neighborhoods. A local realtor can find the best properties that fit into your local search criteria and when it comes to real estate. Baxter Real Estate Company is the name all locals know. As part of the Twin Lakes community, Baxter Real Estate Company has local realtors who not only love this area, but truly know it too. When you need a real estate company, you need Baxter Real Estate Company, the Twin Lakes area's best choice for local realtors.
Hi, this is Big Box Brad, inviting you to come see us at Brad's Big Box Emporium.
Brad, we've gone over this before. You're not a big box store.
I mean, we have so many big TVs and big grills here, and they all come in big boxes.
Still not a big box store.
Folks, come see our Traeger grills, Vision grills, and the huge Samsung TVs, and our other big boxes.
Just give them the website, Brad.
BigBoxBrad.com.
No.
Okay. Brad'sTV.com, next to Walmart, Mountain Home.
Community banking means investing in our community. At Centennial Bank, we invest our time and energy in helping our friends and neighbors grow, explore possibilities, and achieve their dreams. We proudly sponsor the student athletes of the Mountain Home Bombers. So whether you're in the game or in the stands, We support the things that mean the most to you because you mean the most to us. We're Centennial Bank, Arkansas's community bank. Member FDIC.
To Branson, Missouri for day number 2 of the Branson Battle of the Border. They're going through the starting lineups right now. They threw a little curveball at us. They didn't do the national anthem yesterday, and they had no signal they were going to do it today, but they did it anyway, so that's why we had to take a small extended break. Usual suspects, as we thought, for the Lady Bombers starting today. Parker Husky, Cameron Mullen, Lauren Waymeyer, Lakin Moore, and Amelia Rucker as they're going through the lineup for Lake Hamilton. Sarah Ashcraft, Brooklyn Broughton, Lainey Hunter, Paris Macon, and Nancy Kaufman, the starting 5 for Lake Hamilton out of Percy, Arkansas, just down the road from Hot Springs. There's 3 different schools in that school district. It's Lake Hamilton, Hot Springs, and Hot Springs Lakeside. It's very contentious rivalries over there.
Yeah,
so that's an interesting part of the state basketball-wise. But we're getting ready to jump here. Lady Bombers will be the visiting team this afternoon. They'll be the visiting team tomorrow as well. They're in their road blue uniforms, gold trim, gold numerals. They'll be moving from right to left in front of us and on your screen if you're watching on the Bomber Sports Network. Home team, Lake Hamilton this afternoon, simply just by a coin flip. They're in their home white uniforms with red and gold trim and maroon numerals. They almost kind of look like Loyola Chicago. As we're underway here, Lady Bombers have won the tip. Again, no shot clock here in the state of Missouri. So it's kind of interesting. It's 2 Arkansas teams, but we're not following the rules as set in the state of Arkansas as Lakin Moore steps out of bounds. And that's the first turnover of the afternoon for Mountain Home.
Yeah, Lake Hamilton kind of came out in a 1-3-1 here zone to start the game off. You know, Lady Bombers going to have to shoot the ball and make good decisions with the ball to hit that open person.
Mountain Home in extended pressure as a whistle and a foul. Parker Husky's going to be called for it. That'll be her first foul of the ball game for either side.
You know, Mountain Home's going to be back in our patented, what we do in the man defense here. One thing you're going to have to watch at Lake Hamilton, they love the kind of motion roll to the basket, and they like to get that second person in the goal. So can Mountain Home stay disciplined on defense and know what that second screener is going to do, because that's the person to look for.
So again, Lake Hamilton moving from left to right in front of us here. You know, Coach Leonard talked about wanting to get the defense better, even though they won pretty big. They still had 3 kids in foul trouble in the first half. As the 3-pointer is on the way by Lake Hamilton, it's good by Lainey Hunter. And Lake Hamilton has the first lead of the ball game.
Mountain Home's going to want to get the ball up and down the floor. That's our game. And, once again, they're kind of packed in this zone here, and here's how you shoot them out of it. Husky
shoots the 3. It's missed and rebounded by Lake Hamilton as they'll push ahead. Coming down the near sideline, Sarah Ashcraft, couple crossover dribbles, gets to the middle of the paint, almost lost her dribble, picks it up, gets to the far side to Hunter. Hunter swung back up top to Macon, over to Broughton. Broughton working to her right. Got away with an extra step there, it looked like. Back to Ashcraft. Now it's swung to the far side along the baseline. Macon kicks it back out. 3-pointer on the way from Broughton is good, and it's 6-0 Lake Hamilton.
Lake Hamilton's come out with 2 shots, 2 threes, and 2 buckets. They're kind of hot from the field to start.
You know, that's one thing that their coach talked about is they could shoot it pretty good, as this one's turned over by Lakin Moore. Rucker almost got a mid on it. As Lake Hamilton comes back this way. Kick to the far side, Hunter. Back up top to Broughton, guarded by Husky. Good defense by Husky, as there's a whistle and a travel is called. First turnover of the afternoon for Lake Hamilton. As Witten Coleman will step in the ball game for Lake and Moore. Lady Bombers going a little bit of a smaller lineup, adding the shooter Witten Coleman out there.
Yeah, Lake Hamilton's wanting to try to push you down into this corner right here, and they're not going to initially trap out of it, but when you get to a spot where they like it, they'll come and run and jump on you and trap.
Lady Bombers working again. Mullen gets in the middle of the paint. Rucker's going to tee up the 3. She's got it, and the Lady Bombers are on the board for the first time this afternoon.
And that's what you got to do against the zone. You got to make those skip passes over there and be able to hit the open shots when they're there.
So 6-3 our score. 2 minutes into the game as they look like Kaufman almost traveled. She picks up her dribble. They try to get it inside. Is knocked away. Mountain Home's going to get the ball back.
You know, Dylan, we talk about a lot of times on this air, we talk about the Lady Bombers and their pressure. It's not always about the initial steal in the backcourt. A lot of people think when you press, it's about that first steal. Right there, we sped Lake Hamilton up. You know, they missed the cutter like they normally do would hit, and able to get a turnover there by the Lady Bombers.
Again, this is the first game of 2. The Bomber boys will take on Lake Hamilton's boys. Lake Hamilton, the projected 5A favorite this year. As Mullen about lost dribble, almost pushed off. Picks it back up, dumps it down inside, kicked out. Coleman's going to load up the three, missed it short. Coleman gets her own rebound and a whistle and a foul.
So they've got Lake Hamilton there, 24 on the foul, holding. A good job by Witten. She knew the shot was short. As a shooter, you're the one that knows where the ball is going to come off, and she followed her shot well and was able to draw the foul there by Lake Hamilton.
So that's the first foul on Paris Macon. First foul for Lake Hamilton as there's a shot. It's rebounded by Coleman, kicked back out to Waymeyer. Waymeyer's going to knock it back to Rucker. Rucker lost the handle. It's turned over. Another turnover. Second turnover of the game as Brooklyn Broughton's going to go down the floor and hit the layup, and it's 8-3 Lake Hamilton. Mullen, and she is fouled. Tried to drive in the paint. She was met by two Lady Wolves.
I'd like to see us continue to put pressure there on Lake Hamilton, driving that ball, making Lake Hamilton, either try to foul us or move their feet and get them in foul trouble. Their bench is not as deep. I think they've got, 8 players, 9 players.
8 or 9 warming up.
Yeah.
So Macon will exit the ball game. Ashley Lewis will step in for the first time. A senior, kind of split evenly. There's 4 seniors, 3 juniors, and 3 sophomores. There's a whistle and another foul down low as Mullen tried to drive in.
Mullen's doing a good job right now. Cam is of driving, and I think she's drawn 2 of the 3 fouls on her. She's put pressure on Lake Hamilton, that zone there.
So that's the 3rd foul for Lake Hamilton as they try to get it to Husky in the corner off the inbounds, and it was knocked away. Mountain Home will keep possession, but it'll be on the sideline now as Lake and Moore will come in for Witten Coleman.
Lakin saw the ball go through the hole quite a bit yesterday. Hope we can get her in and get her started up and get some points early. Her and Amelia, those are the 2 we need scoring the points, and then who can put in some other points there for the Lady Bombers. Those are our 2 main scorers.
Parker with the ball now. Looks like a 2-3. Might even be a 1-3-1 depending on how they rotate. Looks like a 2-3. Husky to the far side now. Back to Rucker. She'll load up the 3 on the way. Top of the key. Missed it short. Moore's there for the offensive rebound. She'll bring it back out. Kicks it over to Rucker. Swung to Mullen. Cam's going to drive along the basket. Down low. Mid-post to Moore. Off the window. Gets the layup to go.
Great ball movement there by the Lady Bombers. That's how you're going to have to beat a zone, is with their good ball movement, crisp passes. They did a good job. Found that 1 extra pass and turned down a good shot for a great shot.
So Mountain Home still in some extended pressure. Husky hounding Ashcraft. Ashcraft trying to bounce it in. The ball's turned over. 4th turnover for Lake Hamilton. Husky trying to throw it deep. It looked like it was going to be a turnover, but Mullen comes up with it, driving inside off the window, won't go. And Lake Hamilton comes up with the rebound.
And one thing we found out last year, you can't count on these officials to make calls for you. You're going to have to make the wise shots and score on your own.
Shot is missed, rebounded by Lake and Moore. Moore's going to push ahead. She's going to pull up a little 10-foot floater, rattled around, wouldn't go. Rebounded by Broughton. He was knocked out of bounds, going to stay with Mountain Home. 3:52 remaining in this first quarter of action. Back and forth first quarter, pretty fast, pretty good flow to the game so far.
And other than those 2 threes that Lake Hamilton hit early, the last few possessions are what the Lady Bombers are going to want to see from Lake Hamilton. They want to see that. They're going to want to see that fast shot and take quick shots there, as they got Lauren on a foul trying to seal off down there.
So that's the first foul on Lauren. That'll be her. This is her first foul, team's 2nd. As Lake Hamilton will throw in 2-2-1 extended pressure by Mountain Home. As it's moved along the sideline, now it's picked up, sent over to Broughton. Broughton gives it to Ashcraft. Now she's running near the far sideline, hounded by Husky, dribbled it off her leg, and it's going to be another turnover. Mountain Home gets it back.
Ashcraft doesn't look too comfortable with the ball when she gets it in the half-court set there. She's getting forced in the sideline, and that's the 2nd turnover she's had right there doing that.
So pair of pups replacing 2 seniors as Sarah Williams and Anna McCarn will step in for Lauren Waymeyer and Amelia Rucker, who will get a breather here. Parker Husky with the basketball, now to the far side, back to Husky, swung to the corner. 3-pointer on the way is missed, rebounded by Moore. There's a whistle and a foul, and she's called for the travel.
They're going to get one or the other, and they got her for the extra step. I think that's a good call there by the official.
That's one thing I noticed in the boys' game last night is if it looked like they let someone get away with a foul, they let the correct outcome happen.
They did.
So it looked like if we went over the back on someone from Waynesville, they let Waynesville keep the ball even though they touched it last.
Yeah.
So it seemed like that's something they've done a good job here so far in Missouri.
Yep, I agree.
As Lake Hamilton down the other way on the end of the floor, Broughton puts up the shot, it's missed, and Mountain Home has the basketball now. Husky on the left wing, wide open. Mullen going to load up the right wing. 3, she's got it, and the ball game is tied.
Yeah, you see that good ball movement there, Dylan. We kicked it down in the corner. Sarah made a great pass to Parker. Parker had a good shot. One more pass over to Cam for the great shot, stepped in 3, and she drained it.
So the ball game is tied as Lake Hamilton try moving. McCarn got a mid on it as it's going to go to the backcourt stripe, and it's a backcourt violation. Another turnover for Lake Hamilton as Graham picked it up in the front court and then just walked into the backcourt.
Yeah, that's a sophomore. I think Graham is. That's something you learn. You know, if she would have just let that ball go to the backcourt, grabbed it then, it wouldn't have been a backcourt. But the fact she possessed it, then went back there with it, you know, that's once again, that's what Mountain Home's going to want to do is put pressure on Lake Hamilton, make them make plays.
As it swung to Rittenberg, who's into the game. Williams puts up the left corner three, missed it long, rebound Moore. That's her fourth rebound. A whistle and a foul is called, and it's going to send Lakin Moore to the free throw line.
You can see right now that offside block, Lake Hamilton's not doing a very good job in that zone of blocking out on that backside. That's, like you said, I think Lakin's fourth, probably her third offensive rebound that she's had over there on that backside block. So Mountain Home continue to shoot. Those shots will fall. If not, we can go crash the boards.
So this was a big thing that I've noticed just, you know, watching film with them and talking to their coach. You know, they're played a lot of man the last couple years, you know, in their big run, but now they're trying to transition into some zone with the shot clock implementation across the state of Arkansas. So they're trying new stuff to see if they can make themselves better.
Yep.
As both free throws are good, and the Lady Bombers have the lead.
You know, it's kind of looked a lot like last year's game, or yesterday's game. Sorry, not last year's game, but we were, you know, it was 11-11 at one point, and then we were able to go on a good run and extend the lead. Right now, let's see if the Lady Bombers can do that.
As it's knocked out of bounds by Broughton. Broughton tried to dribble it into the right at the rim, and that's the second time she's dribbled it off her knee.
Yep. You know, once again, pressure down here. It's not always about that steal in the backcourt.
So Mountain Home will get the basketball once again. Turnover number 7 for Lake Hamilton. As a three-pointer on the way from Rutgers, good. Or excuse me, that was Lakin Moore.
Yeah. You know, Lakin's one of those streaky shooters. She hit a couple free throws, got a couple buckets in. It could be a good night for Lakin the way she's seeing the rim right now.
So 13-8, Mountain Home on a 10-0 run. 2:08 to go in this first quarter of action here. Lady Bombers trying to go 2-0 so far here in the Branson battle at the border as there's a trap as they find someone down low to Hunter. Hunter kicks it back out. It's turned over. Rittenberg comes up with it. Rittenberg pushing ahead. Thought about pulling up for the three, but didn't have her feet set. As it's to Williams from one corner to the other to Moore. Moore's going to pull up 15-footer, left it short, rebounded to Lake Hamilton. Lake Hamilton pushing ahead and across the far sideline. Ball's on the ground as there's a fight for it, and who's going to come up with it? A whistle and
timeout.
Timeout, Lake Hamilton. Didn't seem like anybody possessed it, but we're not the officials, so it's a timeout for Lake Hamilton. 1:33 left in this first quarter. Lady Bombers lead 13-8. You're listening to Lady Bomber basketball on Classic Hits 101.7 and watching on the Bomber Sports Network.
Are you building a new house, not sure where the property lines are? Strider Consulting can help. They're a civil engineering and land surveying firm located at 1029 Highway 201 north of Mountain Home. With over 23 years in the business, Strider Consulting has the experience and expertise to bring your project to life. Visit strider.consulting to see their full list of services and request your quote today. Strider Consulting is a proud supporter of Mountain Home Bombers athletics. Strider Consulting, engineering our future.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of a December day here, right? You got 4 new subs in from Mountain Home, got some fresh legs. You know, this game's shaping up a lot like yesterday's game. It started off kind of back and forth, 11-11, all of a sudden we get our legs under us and pull out, and we're kind of on a run right now doing the same thing.
Lake Hamilton with the basketball. Now at the top of the key, Broughton, she'll load up three. High arcing three, didn't hit anything, so it'll go out of bounds, and the Lady Bombers will get it back.
Good job there by Amelia. That's a senior right there. You know, boxing out, knowing the ball's going to go out of bounds, not trying to do anything, just not letting the offensive player get a hand on it, letting the ball go out so we can possess it.
70 seconds left in this first quarter of action. Husky back to Mullen, now on the right side to the left wing. Husky, it's turned over as looked like she got away with a travel. Lake Hamilton pushing now to this side. Goes to the far side to Hunter. Hunter gives it over to Broughton. She pulls up for the 15-footer, won't go, and there's under a minute to go.
Good pass ahead by Cam right there.
Lakin Moore inside off the window, gets it to rattle home, and the Lady Bombers extend their lead.
Great look by Cam, picking that ball up with that one dribble and then shooting it down there, hitting Lakin in stride.
Driving ahead is Lewis. Lewis off the window, rattle around, won't go. Moore rips down the rebound. There's a whistle and a foul. as it looks like that's going to go against Nancy Kaufman, and that's who it's going to go against. That'll be her second foul.
This is the Lakin Moore right here that can change games, right? She is aggressive on the board. She's aggressive on the offensive end. She is having a great game this first quarter here for the Lady Bombers.
Half a minute to go in this first quarter of action. Lady Bombers lead 15-8. Mullen over to Moore. Looks like she got away with a travel too. Kicks it out. Rucker left wing three. Hit off the back of the iron. Rebound by Husky. Back to Mullen. Rucker thought about another three. Now she's going to drive a little Euro step into the lane. It's good. What a move by Amelia Rucker.
Yeah, great job there by the Bombers. Great job by Parker following that shot. You know, one of the smallest girls on the floor. And
as it's knocked out of bounds, it's going to go back to Lake Hamilton. 5.5 remaining.
Good job there by Lakin getting a hand on it. Thought it might have went off of Lake Hamilton's leg, but it did not.
14-0 run by the Lady Bombers so far in the last 5 minutes as it's inbounded to Hunter. Or Broughton. Broughton's going to put it up from half court with 2 seconds left as it's going to go out of bounds, and that'll do it for the first quarter of action. So the Lady Bombers started off slow, but they've picked it up here as we'll head to the second quarter of action. 17-8 our score. Lady Bombers lead here, listening to Lady Bomber Basketball on Classic Hits 101.7 and watching live on the Bomber Sports Network.
Hi, this is Big Box Brad, inviting you to come see us at Brad's Big Box Emporium.
Brad, we've gone over this before. You're not a big box store.
I mean, we have so many big TVs and big grills here, and they all come in big boxes.
Still not a big box store.
Folks, come see our Traeger grills, Vision grills, and the huge Samsung TVs and our other big boxes.
Just give them the website, Brad.
BigBoxBrad.com.
No.
Okay. Brad'sTV.com, next to Walmart, Mountain Home.
Community banking means investing in our community. At Centennial Bank, we invest our time and energy in helping our friends and neighbors grow, explore possibilities, and achieve their dreams. We proudly sponsor the student athletes of the Mountain Home Bombers. So whether you're in the game or in the stands, we support the things that mean the most to you because you mean the most to us. We're Centennial Bank, Arkansas's community bank. Member FDIC.
Over the course of the last 5 minutes of the first quarter, as Lake Hamilton will start with the basketball here in the second period as it's into the front court to Broughton.
Yeah, that timeout we got Sarah Williams checking in for Lakin Moore, and that's one thing this Lady Bombers team has is depth. You know, Lakin was playing great. She can get out, get a blow, come back in, hopefully keep the hot streak that she has been going.
Well, Husky, great defense down low as it's knocked away. Rucker got a hand on it as it's picked up by Lake Hamilton over to Broughton. Broughton's got it now, a big push off, a whistle and an offensive foul. Cameron Mullen took the charge. It's kind of a delayed reaction there.
Yeah, great job by Cam. She's one of those ones that's just in your grill all the time. You know, you're playing, you're like, can this girl ever leave me alone? And she's just right there all the time. And Broughton just got tired of it, just kind of forearm shoved her, and Cam took the charge.
I forget who it was that told me this, and it was a good comparison just based on her size. She's kind of like Muggsy Bogues. Remember him? He was just real annoying when he's guarding you. As it is knocked away out of bounds, Lake Hamilton will possess the basketball. But her defense every year has gotten so much better.
It has, you know, and Cam has done a great job as a senior in taking on that role. You know, last year she was asked to kind of handle the ball and score a lot. This year she's taken on that role of defender and, you know, just playing within the role that she's given and having a great year so far.
30 seconds into this second quarter as it's sent to Ashcraft. Ashcraft to the far side, Hunter. Hunter's going to drive against Rucker. Now it's swung back to this side to Ashcraft. Ashcraft, couple spin moves, driving inside, thought about the shot. Now she'll swing it back to Hunter.
Look at the rotation here by the Lady Bombers, Dylan. They have rotated the ball 3 or 4 times, and we are in their face every time.
This is about the point where it'll be about 5 seconds left on the shot clock in this possession, but no shot clock in Missouri. As it's knocked away, picked up by Williams, but as there's going to be a whistle and a foul. I don't believe it's going to be on Sarah.
No, they got Lake Hamilton up.
They did.
Dang.
Well,
they got
33.
Sarah.
Yeah, it looked like it kind of looked like something didn't look right there. It was going to be Sarah's first or second foul, excuse me, as she kind of pushed her out of the way to get that rebound. So
good hustle foul there. You'll take that hustle all day long.
1,000%.
Yeah.
So Lake Hamilton with the ball, under 7 to go here in the first half. As dribbling inside is Graham. Graham's going to swing it back to the far side, Hunter. Hunter tried to get inside as it takes a lucky bounce to Graham. Graham now to Lewis. Lewis as it's picked up by Husky. Huskies going to pick up her dribble and give it to Mullen.
You watch on this defensive end, you got hands all around the ball. If the ball is getting dribbled, you got hands around it all the time. You know, with the depth we talked about, that's what you can get right here. You've got
As we're going to have a stoppage of play, I think there might be a technical coming up here because one of the members of Lake Hamilton's bench was on the floor when it hit her.
It did.
So that might be a bench technical on Lake Hamilton. If it was someone that was from the bench that it touched while she was on the floor.
She was coming in the game. We had a chance to go get it. Should be. I think they're just going to give blue ball.
Yeah, they're not going to try to muddy this up too much.
No. Well, here's the deal. I think it should have been our ball anyways. It looked like it was tipped by Lake Hamilton,
so
I think.
There's no point to ruin the flow of this game. So I think, in a state tournament, I think they'd call that, and they're just going to warn Coach Blake Conley, just saying, hey, watch your girls when they sub in. But I think he's smiling about it over there. So.
Once again, good piece of officiating. Yeah. We're not gonna hurt a team, but we're gonna let the normal flow of the game happen. It should be Mountain Home's ball, and it is.
Now they let them know, so if it happens again, as Rutgers going to load up the three on the right corner as it's knocked away, it hit off the side of the iron. It's rebounded by Lake Hamilton.
Hope Coach Aries listened. He would have loved a warning, wouldn't
he? he'd love that.
That's right.
As it swung to the far side, as a little bit of a motion offense now. They were working on a dribble drive earlier for Lake Hamilton. Now it's swung to this side. Guarded by Rucker. Driving inside is Graham. Graham's going to kick it back out to Kaufman. Kaufman, one of the seniors on this team, met by two Lady Bombers. Now it's swung back to Macon. Yeah, Macon's going to drive.
Millie came from behind to get a good trap and then recovered very well. Man, this defense is looking really good right now for the Lady Bombers.
Husky hounding. Looked like it was Emily Patton as she missed the shot. Williammeyer comes up with the rebound, pushes it ahead to Moore. Moore driving inside, takes the bump, puts it off the window. Good.
Great job by Lauren looking on the great defense there. But Lauren catching the ball and having the wits about her to go ahead and throw it ahead to Lakin, where Lakin can go get it, not the defender, and was the easy run out there for the Bombers.
Almost a steal on the other end. Lake Hamilton still has it as it's kicked to the corner. Three-pointer on the way from Graham. It is missed. And an offensive rebound, a long offensive rebound to Paris Macon. As the ball is knocked away, girl from Lake Hamilton's going to dive on it. It's picked up by Patton. Patton's going to swing it, dumps it down. Good passing by Lake Hamilton down to Kaufman. She missed the layup, and it's rebounded by Waymeyer.
Lake Hamilton's gassed right now. You can tell the pace of it's just getting them. It's going to easy buckets for the Bombers.
Three-pointer by Moore is missed, and it's rebounded by Macon. Another good look for the Lady Bombers.
Yeah, that you'd like to see that ball go down. That's a dagger right there if that goes down.
Only 2 points scored in this second quarter of action as we're 4:45 remaining in it. As on contact down low as Kaufman misses the shot, there's a whistle and a foul. Looks like they could have called a jump ball about a second earlier, but as it's going to go on Lauren Waymeyer. I believe the official signal, he signaled 23. I knew that. He changed it. So it's going to be the first foul on Lauren. It's going to be the fourth foul on Mountain Home.
You got Whitten Coleman and Anna McCarn coming in, replacing Lauren Waymeyer and Sarah Williams.
As it's almost turned over, Husky got a hand on it, but it's knocked back. Lake Hamilton, as Lady Bombers about had 2 steals that possession, as a kind of hesitant shot by Patton goes up. An offensive rebound off the glass by Macon is no good. Another offensive rebound. Just some funky shots going on by Lake Hamilton. Another long rebound by Graham, as Graham will kick it back to Hunter. Hunter over to the near side, Patton. A lot of contact off the ball. Lake Hamilton faithful in attendance this evening are wanting a foul, as Kaufman's going to spin move over behind the backboard. The shot is missed. Great defense by McCarn pushing ahead. Lakin Moore off the window is good.
You had all 5 Lady Bombers ahead of 4 of Lake Hamilton girls down there on that transition. This is about to wear Lake Hamilton out. We're about to get a good run going right here.
11 points for Lakin Moore so far as this shot is missed. Moore pushing ahead, 3-on-1 for the Lady Bombers. Moore to the Mullen to the Euro step. Offensive rebound by McCarn got knocked away. And there's 3:40 remaining in this first half. Lady Bombers up 21-8. Lake Hamilton has not scored in nearly a full quarter's worth of time. Actually over a full quarter's worth of time, as there's a whistle and a foul. I believe they're going to get Lakin for this one.
Yeah, as Coach Leonard high-fives her, you know what? Those are fouls you'll take.
Yeah.
It's your hands
it's a
on
hustle
the ball.
Foul.
Yeah, your hands on the ball. We got 5 team fouls right now. We got one more at least to be aggressive with, trying to get a steal. What you don't see is those little bump fouls, where everything so far, it's been Sarah on the diving play. It's been Lauren on trying to get a rebound. It's Lake in there. That's our fouls.
I think every coach in America will be all right with fouls if they're from hustle plays.
You're exactly right, yeah.
As it's inbounded, Lake Hamilton across the timeline now.
We got Bailey Rittenberg in here for the Lady Bombers, replacing Cam.
Broughton driving, met by 3 Lady Bombers, kicks it back out to Lewis. Lewis now sends it to Layla Cox, who's into the game for the first time. Believe it. Just every girl on Lake Hamilton's roster except for Hannah Pitts has come into the game as it's another turnover. Moore comes up with it, met by 2 Lady Wolves, and a whistle and a foul is called.
Yeah, Lake Hamilton as a coach, you got to be so mad. I guess you had the trap trying to get the steal, but you know you had her trapped. You don't have to reach right there, but you might turn this into 2 points here for the Lady Bombers.
So they're going to send Lakin Moore to the free throw line with a 1-and-1 opportunity, as the Lady Bombers will be in the bonus for the remainder of the half.
We talk about the depth of the Lady Bombers, and I think you're seeing it right now. You know, you can just replace, and that defensive intensity stays there through all 9 girls. Anna McCarn with a great tip down here. You know, her post thought she had her sealed, and Anna with those long arms knocked it away, leading to this this chance here for the free throws.
The free throw was missed, and it's rebounded by Lake Hamilton. First miss of the afternoon for the Lady Bombers. As it's pushed ahead, Lake Hamilton along the near side, met by a trap as they kind of get out of the trap now. As it's bounced down, nobody on her. It's going to be a layup on the way by Ashley Lewis. It's good, and that's the first bucket for Lake Hamilton in nearly over an entire quarter. So 21-10 our score now. Mountain Home with the basketball. Rittenberg in the corner. A little extended 2-3 action by Lake Hamilton. A whistle and a foul. It's going to be more free throws for Lake and Moore.
Come on, Lake. Just go up here and hit these free throws. Make them pay right here for fouling you.
It's going to be on Brooklyn Broughton. That's her second foul. Team's 8th for Lake Hamilton, as it'll send Lake and Moore to the free throw line. She has 11 points so far this afternoon. Make it 12. She hits the first one. She'll get the second. As Cameron Mullins going to come in and get Parker Husky out of the game, probably for the remainder of the half.
Yeah, you got a pretty stout defensive group right here. You got Cam, you got Bailey Rittenberg, you got Witten, you got some pretty good guards right here that are going to cause some problems, I think, for Lake Hamilton.
As the second free throw was good. As Broughton with the ball, trying to clear everyone out. Mountain Home in man-to-man pressure now. 2.5 to go in this first half. Lady Bombers up 13 as it's kicked to the top. Lewis. Lewis back to Cox. Cox over to Broughton. Broughton's going to drive, dribbling off the window. Shot is blocked by McCarn, but there's a whistle and a foul. I don't believe it's going to be on McCarn. I think there might have been a body foul underneath, but guess we'll see.
No, he's giving it to
Anna McCarn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that looked like a clean block. Good job, Anna, there. Good. Hey, no free layups, right? Make her earn it at the line right here.
So that'll put Lake Hamilton into the bonus, and they'll shoot free throws for the remainder of the first half. 2:19 to go. The first free throw on the way is good by Brooklyn Broughton. She's got 6 points so far. She'll get a second free throw. First free throws of the afternoon for Lake Hamilton.
Got Lauren Waymire coming in for Anna McCarn right here. And that's another thing you got. You got depth in the post. They can just kind of replace each other. We saw it yesterday with Hurd. Those two were able to extend out defensively on Hurd, giving her problems yesterday because they were able to switch out. Keep
as the second free throw is good. 23-12 now our score. 2:15 to go. And a whistle, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's going to go back to Mountain Home. Parker Husky's going to come back in for Bailey Rittenberg. 2:12 to go in this first half of action here. 23-12 Mountain Home. Mountain Home on a little bit of a cold streak right now as Husky's going to load up the three. That's the announcer's jinx,
That's
isn't
exactly right. Good call, Dylan. I like it. I was about to say, you just ended it for us.
It's just that easy. Just put the ball in the hoop. So 25 to, I believe it should be 26, shouldn't it? Because that was a deep three. Was that 22, or was it 23 and a whistle and a foul? Someone didn't like that down there.
Yeah, they're calling it on the floor, I think.
Yeah.
Is why they were kind of upset with it.
Cameron Mullen is called for the foul. It's her first foul.
Was it 23-12?
It was. I believe it was 23-12. So that, I mean, that was a very deep three. I'll see if they catch it. The free throw is good. She'll get the second one. The bucket did not count. So Broughton at the free throw line. She's got 8 points this afternoon. Second free throw was missed, rebounded by Moore.
So we can extend this lead here this last minute or 2 minutes here of the half, and, you know, get a nice comfortable 15-20 point lead going into the going into halftime.
Minute 50 to go. Three-pointer on the way by Moore is missed, rattled around, and it's rebounded right down to Rucker. Rucker on the low block, a whistle, and a jump ball is going to be called. It's going to go to Lake Hamilton. As they've corrected the score finally, it is 26-13. I knew that.
Yeah, that was
I did
that was
okay
good
in math class. I had Garrett Rucker as a math teacher, so he did a good job of me in high school. I believe he's in attendance this afternoon. Amelia.
Yeah, Amelia here. Yeah.
Amelia got a couple buckets here this afternoon with 6 points. As it's knocked back to the top, a minute and a half to go in this first half of action. We'll have Josh Fulcher talking with us here at halftime here shortly. As the three by Ashcraft's on the way. Long rebound. Hit off the back of the iron, rebounded by Mullen, and that stopped the transition opportunity, but it's going to send Mullen to the free throw line. Lady Bombers had a 3-on-1 on the other end, but the foul saved him.
I'm pretty sure Lauren was about to dunk that. It was going to get thrown out to Amelia. She was going to lob it. Amelia was going to come
backboard.
in. Yep, and windmill dunk it. I've seen them work on it in practice. That was about to happen.
Now you've
right
seen them
there.
work on it, but did it actually work?
We'll hold that.
We'll see.
We'll hold that for
We'll
the
see.
next break.
We'll see.
Too bad we didn't get a chance to see it.
So, minute 24 to go. Mullen's first free throw. It's the only one that she'll get, as they'll be in the double bonus for the remainder of the half. Minute 20 to go. 26-13 our score, as there's a double team. As Macon had the basketball, now to Ashcraft to the far side. Dump down to Lewis. Lewis going to drop it inside. Looked like she traveled a whistle, and a jump ball's called. Okay, that seemed like it was right because she blocked it, or it was blocked,
Yep.
and then she came back down. So the correct call. It's going to go to Mountain Home.
Good help there by Lauren coming from the backside, getting that block shot.
26-13 our score. Minute remaining here in this first half of action. Mullen with the basketball. Husky now to Moore. Moore down to Waymeyer, and it's got knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Lake Hamilton's basketball.
Yeah, it's a tough angle to make that pass from Lake, and she's kind of down there in the corner trying to make that bounce pass along the baseline. You don't have a lot of room to get that ball down as it showed there, and you hit that line as you're throwing it down.
So Lake Hamilton will inbound the basketball. They're pushing it ahead now across the timeline. As Lewis will put up the jumper, this one is missed, rebounded by Rucker. Rucker across half court. Nobody's picked her up yet. As she tried to bounce it down to Waymeyer, it is turned over. Ashcraft with it. Ashcraft driving. Great move by Cameron Mullen to knock it away, but they're going to call for the foul. Looked like she got a handful of wrist too.
Yeah,
So
Cam's real good at that play, kind of delay play, and then swiping in and getting all ball. Sometimes she gets a little bit of hand, but that's easier than the wide open layup there.
I believe they're going to say she was going up. She was, because it was a really heady play by her. She beat her down the floor and tried to knock it away, as this free throw is missed, but she will still get the second one from the shooting foul. Her first free throws of the afternoon, first even shot attempt for Ashcraft.
We'll see Cam come out, to protect her from fouls right here, make sure she got two.
Yeah, that's her second foul. So 18 fouls for Mountain Home. One more free throw for Sarah Ashcraft,
Yes,
one of the three sophomores on this Lake Hamilton team.
Sarah Williams and Bailey Rittenberg into the game here.
As Williams comes up with the rebound, both free throws are missed. Lake Hamilton not doing so hot from the free throw line. As Husky gets it back to Moore, as they're going to hold for the final shot.
Worst case scenario, you want to take a 13-point lead into half. Hopefully you can get a shot right here and extend that lead.
And a whistle, and Dell Leonard's going to call a timeout, draw something up here before the end of the half. They're going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. 26-13 our score, 14.3 remaining here in the first half. You're listening to Lady Bomber Basketball and Classic Hits 101.7 and watching on the Bomber Sports Network.
Community banking means investing in our community. At Centennial Bank, we invest our time and energy in helping our friends and neighbors grow, explore possibilities, and achieve their dreams. We proudly sponsor the student athletes of the Mountain Home Bombers. So whether you're in the game or in the stands, we support the things that mean the most to you, because you mean the most to us. We're Centennial Bank, Arkansas's community bank. Member FDIC.
Bombers, 810 South Street, Mountain Home, 425-5040.
It's time for families to enjoy the school sports scene once again. Everyone from Knox Orthopedics at number 3 Medical Plaza wishes our many area athletes not only a winning season, but an injury-free season as well. If the unexpected should occur, however, Knox Orthopedics' 4 highly qualified orthopedists, Drs. Knox, Rawls, McConnell, and Franklin, can evaluate, diagnose, and successfully treat your injuries to get you back doing what you love sooner rather than later. Yes, they can fix that. Check them out at knoxorthopedics.com.
Are you building a new house, not sure where the property lines are? Strider Consulting can help. They're a civil engineering and land surveying firm located at 1029 Highway 201 north of Mountain Home. With over 23 years in the business, Strider Consulting has the experience and expertise to bring your project to life. Visit strider.consulting to see their full list of services and request your quote today. Strider Consulting is a proud supporter of Mountain Home Bombers athletics. Strider Consulting, engineering our future.
United Country Real Estate of Mountain Home is the largest seller of rural real estate in the United States. With United Country, you'll find trust and integrity integral parts of their high standards. As a seller, you'll benefit from United Country's unique and proven marketing system. You owe it to yourself to call the #1 team in the nation today at 425-3820. United Country Real Estate, proud supporters of our Mountain Home Bombers.
White River Materials has earned a reputation for producing industry-leading high-quality results. They have the experience and equipment to perform each project quickly, safely, and cost-efficiently. Privately owned and operated, White River Materials prides themselves in quality work with the customer's best interest in mind. If you need limestone or concrete products or someone to do the job correctly the first time, give White River Materials a call today at 425-3431 or 425-4510.
ASC Warranty is proud to support the Mountain Home Bombers. ASC Warranty provides dealers with vehicle protection plans for any vehicle in their inventory. ASC Warranty's greatest assets are the people that make up the ASC team. The work ethic and dedication to consistently superior services provided by all of their employees are second to none. ASC Warranty is proud to say the Bombers have the same values.
At halftime, it is the Central Heating and Cooling halftime show. Central Heating and Cooling, where comfort exceeds expectations. Joined by our guest this halftime, head coach of the Bomber basketball team, Josh Fulcher. Coach, how are you?
I'm fantastic, Deacon. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm just hey, every day I get to see you is a great day.
Well, you know, we're in a gym Friday night, basketball. I mean, we're in day 2 of a 3-day gig. I mean, can't ask for anything better.
So, real quick, you're going to play Lake Hamilton as the girls are. It's kind of, it makes things kind of tidy that you're going to play the same opponent that the girls are, so there's not just a ton of confusion out there. You know, Lake Hamilton, you know, they're a pretty good team. They're one of the favorites in 5A in Arkansas. It's real funny that you're playing them up here in Branson, but what are you expecting tonight?
Well, you know, we've seen Lake Hamilton several years up here. You know, ever since we've come up here, they've been the other Arkansas team. And today's Arkansas Day, you know, the Arkansas teams versus Arkansas, and then tomorrow we go back to the Missouri-Arkansas border war. You know, again, you talk about Lake Hamilton. Dylan, if there's a better offensive team in the state, I'd like to see them because, boy, they are really talented. And they've got all the pieces, and they're playing like, you know, they're heavy, you know, they're favorites. You know, they're one of the top teams in Arkansas, and you know, watching all their games, I see why. I mean, they've got all the pieces. They're well coached. Really fun team to watch. I mean, we got a bunch of coaches' kids on the team. They have a great understanding of the game. They get the ball where it needs to go, and you know, with anything, they knock down shots. And you knock down shots, you look like a really good basketball team. And that's why they look really good, because these guys can put it in the hole.
So they're probably comparable to Fayetteville that you saw. Not necessarily as big, but they're going to play that same up and down style. They're going to try to beat you a multitude of ways. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, you know, no, they're a little different than Fayetteville. But they're going to gamble. They're going to go. They want to play up and down, and you know, because that favors any time you speed up a game, the team, you know, the more talented or the more offensive scoring team, you know, wins out. And that's what Lake Hamilton has. They have a super talented team, and I want to play as many possessions as I can if I've got a type of team that they've got. And, you know, it's going to be real key. We're going to have to handle pressure better than we did when we played Fayetteville. And we do that, and I think the first 12 are going to be really important of us getting back on defense and us handling kind of their they're going to kind of attack us. They're going to be jumping and blitzing, passing lanes and ball screens and stuff like that. We're going to have to be really, really diligent and value the ball. And we do that. We don't beat ourselves, and then we get out there and defend them in transition. It's going to give us a better shot. But, you know, we're going to have to they're a team that they're too good. They're going to go on runs. And we just need those runs to be spurts and not stretches. You know, 6-0, you know, that's a whole lot better than a 12-2, and because there's going to be a lot of runs by them, and I think if we can take care of the ball, we'll get some opportunities. We got to put the ball in the hole to give us a chance to kind of set up and get back and defend a little bit, and so you know we need to put the ball in the hole, and you know, that'll give us a lot of confidence. You know, we played these guys last year, and you know, they probably beat us 100. And, you know, and they did it by just, you know, they really got us
playing
uncomfortable.
fast.
Yeah, they got us uncomfortable. We did a lot of silly things, and they just put it on us. And but, you know, that's last year. And
this is this year.
And, yeah, but they've got an outstanding team. That is a great chance to see
someone good.
Yeah, well, then that's the reason why we're here. We want to be pushed. We want to face the best. And we get a chance to face one of the best in our classification.
That's right.
So, hey, that's what it's all about. This is all still preseason. We're just trying to get better, you know, one day at a time, and really that's all we can do.
Again, enough about them. Let's talk about us a little bit. 4-1 to start the year. Had a great win last night against Waynesville. Seemed like the last minute of the game took about a half hour, but brought it home through the finish line. You know, you got a really good bunch. You got really good depth in the front court. You got good heady guards. You got a lot of good pieces here. What do you think of your bunch so far?
Well, we love our depth. You know, Dylan, there's not a coach or a team I've coached here in Mountain Home that I haven't loved, and this team's no different than the rest. What we do have is more depth than we've had in the years past. You know, I come up here, I saw a stat sheet. I thought Brad Coleman was helping me out here. I thought he printed out some stats, and I'm looking at it, and I'm seeing Jacob Chenna with 10 touchdowns. So I guess he's looking at the wrong stats, but.
I think it was used as scratch paper, but yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, he was going to throw like, you know.
Chenoweth and Barnett, you know, they led us with 10 touchdowns last year. So hopefully we can score some touchdowns. We'll take 10 touchdowns tonight. And but no, you know, Deacon, I love my bunch. It's a great group of kids, but it's because we have got great parents. And you know, we've got.
We really do. I mean, I see there's a lot of parents here this afternoon.
Well, you know, and we're going with a different lineup, and that's just kind of what we do. We got to, you know, for really starters don't really matter much except for maybe the parents, you know, but the coaches, we don't really care who starts. It's all about who finishes. And that's really what our kids are bought into, who can finish, who's going to get opportunities, because a lot of times the guys that finish, a lot of times they're the ones who started. So whoever kind of played well or whatever matchup is, and that's the luxury that you have when you have a lot of guys that are so similar to each other, but they care about each other, they play hard, and they're bought in, and that makes a difference. And you know, they're real enjoyable, and the thing is man, we're just really getting started. We got the ceiling is very high for this group. I still think we're we got a long ways to go, and that's an exciting thing.
Yep. Well, one last thing before we head out of halftime here at the Central Heating and Cooling halftime show. I got to ask you mentioned it on the bus last night. What kicks are you going with tonight?
Oh, we're going to keep
You're a big shoe guy.
We're keeping it classy tonight. You know, me and Coach Morris, we like to match and whatever. He's keeping it classy, so we're going with the
that's old school.
I'm going with Steve Madden penny loafers tonight.
Okay.
So I'm sure everybody back home's they probably tuned it off right now, but hey, they got a minute left, and the Lady Bombers are putting it on. Lake Hamilton, you know, they're so fun to watch. They make good decisions. They play really hard, and you know, I think it's just a matter of time before we keep getting after Lake Hamilton and they break and they may blow this thing wide open. You never know.
Oh yeah, Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck this afternoon.
Deacon, I appreciate you, buddy. Go Bombers.
Go Bombers. All right, we're going to check some stats for you real quick before we take a short little break, bringing the second half. Lake Moore has 13 points, Amelia Rucker with 6, and Cameron Mullen with 3 points. Parker Husky with 3 points as well. On the other side for Lake Hamilton, Brooklyn Broughton has she has 8 points, and 5 points on the other end for Paris Macon. So that's been a check of the stats. That's been the Central Heating and Cooling halftime show. We'll bring you the second half of action. You're listening to Lady Bomber Basketball, Classic Hits 101.7. Resuming the second half of action here in Branson, Missouri. Lady Bombers up 13 as they'll start the half. Lake Hamilton starts with the basketball. Little hook shot on the way by Kaufman. It is an air ball, and it's going to go out of bounds. Mountain Home will get the basketball.
Kind of an important couple minutes here to start this third quarter. We're on a 23-5 run since it was 8-3, and can the Lady Bombers go ahead and extend this lead and go ahead and break the will of Lake Hamilton here and not let them feel like they have a chance this second half.
So Rucker back to Mullen. Mullen's going to dribble to the far side, back to Moore. Lady Bombers going from left to right now. They flipped ends. Now they're going to play in front of their bench as Moore had a shot. Her arm was getting pulled down as it's going to get knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Lauren Waymire, so it'll be Lake Hamilton ball. Looked like she had a handful of arm there, but they let it go. Lake Hamilton with the ball. Mountain Home extended pressure once again, a little 2-2-1. Now they're back into man as pushing ahead is Macon. Macon's going to pick up her dribble. Now it's sent to the far side. Lainey Hunter back to Ashcraft to the far side. Now Macon's going to put up the jumper. It's an air ball. Missed it long as it was knocked out of bounds by Kaufman. Mountain Home will get the basketball.
Yeah, she just looked like she's like, well, I have nothing to do with the ball. I might as well just go ahead and shoot it up here.
Yeah.
She kind of took a couple steps back before she did it. But
a little step back.
Yeah.
Husky back to Mullen. Cross the timeline now. Mullen swung to the far side. Rucker right wing three. Missed it. Lake and Moore in there. Another offensive rebound. Moore's going to go off the window. Missed it. Almost got another offensive rebound, but it's picked up by Lake Hamilton.
Yeah, I think if she would have got that, it might have been a walk, right?
No.
Because it didn't hit the backboard.
No, but it was a shot attempt. You can get shot attempt as Broughton was driving inside, pushed off on Mullen. Now Lady Bombers coming the other way. Rucker off the front of the rim, good, and it's 28-13.
Good kick out pass there by Lauren on the defensive rebound there. That's what the Lady Bombers want to do. They want to get out and transition and run.
28-13 our score as there's a whistle as it go out of bounds. Lake Hamilton will keep the basketball.
Yeah, I think if you look up and see Kaufman handling the ball in the backcourt like you had right there.
We'll take that.
Yes, you will, especially if you're Parker and Cam. You've got to be thinking steal and layup right here.
6:37 to go in this third quarter. Please, you can be here with us this afternoon on Classic Hits 101.7, KTLO.com, and watching on the Bomber Sports Network, wherever you may be. As Broughton's going to drive inside, off the window, good, and that ends another scoring drought for Lake Hamilton. Mullen pushing across the timeline, kicks it out. Lake and Moore thought about a three. She's going to drive along the baseline, a whistle, and an offensive foul. And I believe she did. She put the arm out there, and Lake Hamilton will get the basketball back once again.
Yeah, good defense there by Broughton. I guess she's a junior for Lake Hamilton, and she's kind of the dude right now on the floor, and she's trying to take over the game.
Hunter now pushed ahead to Macon. Macon's going to bounce it back to Hunter. Hunter across the timeline. Looked like she just lost it, but it was tipped away by Moore. And it's going to be Lake Hamilton basketball. 6:09 to go in this third quarter of action. Lake Hamilton with the ball once again as it's inbounded to Macon. Macon over to this side to Broughton. Broughton between the circles, going to dribble. Thought about pulling up with a 15-footer, gets it to Hunter. Hunter, the three is good, and the lead is cut to 10. As Mullen across the timeline now. Mullen back to Moore. Moore, a deep three from the left wing is good.
Good answer there by Lakin. Hey, good job by Cam. Driving into the teeth of that zone, kicking out for Lakin to step into their shot. You'll see a lot of threes that are made on step-ins when you're stepping back into your shot off offensive rebounds or passes like that.
Just a good rhythm shot as Macon going to drive in off the window, won't go. Another offensive rebound back to Kaufman. Kaufman kicks it back out to Broughton. Broughton going to pull up for the 15-footer. That one rattles home, and it looks like the lids come off the basket for Lake Hamilton, as they have already scored 7 points in this quarter. As the ball's bounced inside, right to Rucker. Rucker left it long, got her offensive rebound. Going to go back up, a whistle, count it, and one.
Yeah, good pass there by Cam. You know, Amelia missed the first shot but stayed with it there. I think she went up left-handed on that second one as she took the foul and banked that shot in.
So Amelia Rucker, 4 points in this quarter. She's got 10 on the afternoon, waiting this free throw. Some subs coming in for Mountain Home. Anna McCarn and Bailey Rittenberg will step in with 5:10 to go in this third quarter.
Yeah, well, you want to see the Lady Bombers right here. Like I said, you want to extend this lead. You want to make this game kind of an easy second half here, as you got one more game tomorrow. And, you know, that's a good way to do that. Starts with defense here.
Rucker missed the free throw, and it's rebounded to Lake Hamilton. Hunter had it. It's knocked away. What a hustle move by Husky. Looked like she was out of bounds, but she tiptoed the sideline. Moore thought about a three. She'll step in back to Rittenberg. Rittenberg back to Husky. Go on.
Sorry, smart play by Parker. She did tip it back to herself, but she came back in and reestablished and then grabbed the ball.
Rucker, a deep three from the volleyball line. This one's good. What a shot for Amelia Rucker, who's heating up in this third quarter. She's got 7 points in the quarter. Extended pressure by Mountain Home as another double team. Rittenberg and Husky were in the double team. Now Broughton going to give it down to Lewis. Lewis off the window, left it short. McCarn comes up with the rebound. Lady Bombers with numbers. Lake and Moore driving, pulls up, little 5-footer off the window, left it long. Rucker had a hand on it and a whistle, and looked like there was a push in the back. And they're going to say it's
Lakin saved it in off of Broughton's foot right here. Great hustle play there by Lakin Moore. She was running out of bounds, jumped in there, saved the ball because it was going to be out on her, and it came right back in right off of Broughton's toe, out of bounds.
We have to tell you, we're in an interesting position this afternoon where we're broadcasting this game. We're in the deep corner, like way behind the baseline, as Williams loads up the three. This one won't go. Rittenberg got a hand on it. She's going to look like the official put his hand up, start to signal the jump ball, but he let it go as it'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Lake Hamilton.
Yeah, you had Rittenberg and Coleman down in there getting rebounds. Your two smallest girls on the floor right now in there fighting for a rebound.
So 4:10 to go in this third quarter. 36-20 our score. Mountain Home with the lead as it's kicked to the far side. Kaufman's going to bounce it along the far sideline. Going to drive inside. Going to pull up. Blocked by McCarn. It goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Lake Hamilton. What a block by McCarn.
That's 2 blocks in a row down there. You know, and when you've got someone that's 6'3" like that with a wingspan that can erase some easy buckets, it makes defense easy for you.
So Patton will throw in as it's knocked around, battered around. Rucker came up with it, but it was picked up again by Broughton. Broughton got in the middle of it. Now she has the basketball in the left corner as she's going to kick it back out. Nobody was there. It's going to go in the backcourt. Williams comes up with it. Williams saves it out of bounds. What a great hustle play as Moore's going to pick it up between the circles. Couple crossover dribbles now to Rittenberg to the corner. Williams thought about the three. Kicks it to the opposite corner to Coleman. Three-pointer by Lakin's on the way and good.
What an amazing thing of basketball right there. Great hustle by Sarah Williams, and then all of a sudden pass around,
The clock is not started for the last 30 seconds. The clock is still not started. Clock has still not started. It's been about a minute's worth of game time with the clock not starting, and a whistle and a 10-second violation as now they start the clock while it's supposed to be stopped. The clock never started at any point in that possession, but as they put time back on the clock for some reason, as Moore's going to load up a quick three, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Lake Hamilton touched it last. That's been a big issue here, is a bunch of clock issues here.
Yeah, like I said, let's go back to that play that we kept. Sarah dives out of bounds, saves the ball. The ball touched everybody's hand on that possession. Turned down good shots for great shots. All of a sudden, step in three. Great job.
There was one big thing that stuck out in that possession. That was 5 sophomores on the floor.
As
Parker Husky comes back in for not Rittenberg. I didn't see who she came in for. As Husky thought about the jumper, she's going to kick it back to Rittenberg. She'll take the three from the left wing, left it short. Long rebound, McCarn got a hand on it as it was knocked out of bounds. Last touch by McCarn, and it'll be Lake Hamilton's ball.
She came in for Lake and Moore, I think she Rittenberg came in for. Good hustle there by Anna trying to knock that ball off. If you can't touch it, still just try to knock it off their leg.
Ball's into Hunter. Hunter back to Broughton. Broughton met by a double team. Still in the backcourt. Now to the far end. Lake Hamilton pushing ahead across the timeline. McCarn stepped up, was ready to block a shot, but they get it down to the low block to Kaufman. Kaufman lost the ball. 3 Lady Bombers dive on it. A whistle and a jump ball. It's going to go to Mountain Home with 3:18 to go in the quarter.
I just picture Anna down there, like in that commercial. Ha ha, not today.
Not today.
And look, it made Lake Hamilton pull that ball out.
Yeah.
They looked like they had numbers. They saw Anna down there. All of a sudden, they backed that ball back out, letting us set our defense here, and was able to get the jump ball.
So Mountain Home with the basketball again. 39-20 our score. 3:10 to go now. Rittenberg with the ball. Back to Husky at the volleyball stripe. Now to Williams in the left corner. She wants another 3. Rattle around, wouldn't go. McCarn got a hand on it, but it's going to be last touched by her out of bounds. And Lady Bombers will lose possession.
I tell you, this has been the most aggressive I've seen Anna McCarn on the offensive glass this tournament. She was a volleyball girl that got in a little bit later into practices. She's starting to get her feet underneath her, legs underneath her a little bit here, and it looks really good for Anna this tournament.
So Lake Hamilton's going to call a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take one with them. Lady Bombers lead 39-20, 3:01 to go in this third quarter. You're listening to Lady Bomber Basketball, Classic Hits 101.7, and watching on the Bomber Sports Network.
Use the smile to change your world, but don't let the world change your smile. Coleman Family Dentistry is a proud supporter of the Mountain Home Bombers. A family-friendly dental office providing the state-of-the-art clinic, Coleman Family Dentistry is dedicated to you, your health, and especially your smile. With locations in Mountain Home and Cotter, there's every reason to book your appointment today. Call 870-424-4670. Go Bombers.
For over 50 years, Harold
In Branson here at the Battle of the Border. 39-20 our score. Lady Bombers with the lead. Looking to move to 2-0 here at the Branson Battle of the Border. As we're under 3 minutes to go now, Lake Hamilton with the basketball. Again, moving from right to left in front of us here, or actually kind of diagonal in front of us here. As it's kicked up top to Lewis. Lewis going to put it on the deck. Got away with a little hook as she drives inside. Counted and a foul. So Ashley Lewis will go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. It's her first points of the afternoon as they're going to get Amelia Rucker with that one. That's her third foul. Lady Bombers' second foul of the half, though.
I think they got Witten on that one for undercut.
Oh, that's right, yeah. So Witten Coleman, that'll be her first foul. As the free throw is missed, 22-39 our score. 2:40 to go, three-pointer on the way by Husky's good. Can that one, Parker Husky knocks that one home, and she has 6 points this afternoon. A whistle and a travel by Lake Hamilton in the backcourt.
Here's this run we were talking about, Dylan, that we needed this second half right here, and Lake Hamilton, their facial expressions, their body language, it looks like a team that's about to break.
They look defeated right now, but there's still plenty of ball game left. Rucker from the volleyball line left that one short. It's going to go out of bounds and go back to Lake Hamilton.
Boy, if that would have went in.
Oh, yeah, that's a backbreaker.
Awesome, yeah.
So Lake Hamilton a throw in front of the Mountain Home bench. They get the ball in. As pushing ahead, met by 2 Lady Bombers. Now it's sent back to Lewis. Lewis across the timeline to Hunter. Hunter back to Cox. Looked like she traveled when she caught it. Back to Broughton. Broughton's going to put up the 3, and that one's good. Tell you what, they're just kind of hanging around. They gave up that early run where they didn't score, but now they've kind of taken every punch. As Moore from the left side, the 3 is good, and it seemed like every time they hit one, we hit one.
Great pass by Amelia, driving the baseline, kicking it out for Lake and stepping in. We talk about step in. When you can step into those threes, the percentage, I guarantee you, goes way high.
Tell you what, Lake and Moore is wearing the net out here in the Branson Battle of the Border, as this hook shot is good by Lewis. Looked like she had some Flintstone feet there. She shuffled her feet pretty big, but they let it go, it seemed like. I think they probably could have called a foul too, so they kind of let that one go. So 1:30 to go, 90 seconds, as Mullen with the basketball. Rucker from the far corner, and that 3 is good. Tell you what, they're wearing it out from the three-point line, Brad.
And if you look, Dylan, the thing that's different about this game than you've seen from the Lady Bombers, how many assisted threes have we had? How many drives and kick-outs step into threes? And you're seeing that. That's great.
As Lake Hamilton banks in a 3 on the other end by Lainey Hunter. Tell you what, a 3's falling for both sides now. As we're at a minute remaining here in the third quarter, Waymeyer bounces it from the right block and gets the layup to go. So Lady Bombers past the half-century mark now.
Great pass by Cam. Good positioning by Lauren. You know, as a post player, you win the bucket on your feet and get in position. She did a good job there. Lauren did.
So 20-point lead for the Lady Bombers. Good spin move by Broughton to miss the layup. Hit every part of the rim. Now Mountain Home with the basketball. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Moore, she wants a deep three. This one hits the back of the iron. Waymire almost came down with it, and it's picked up by Lewis of Lake Hamilton.
We're letting it fly tonight. I love it. I love it.
So Broughton sends it over to the left side to Lewis. Missed the shot short, and it was saved out of bounds. Mountain Home will get the ball again. That's the thing that, you know, I kind of talked to their girls coach, Blake Conley, and Dell's kind of on the same page I think. And all the teams in Arkansas here, they're going to play as if there is a shot clock for the most part. Now, of course, the Missouri schools can't control that, but I mean, it doesn't help either side if they're going to play like there's no shot clock.
Yeah, no, we want to play fast anyways.
As Rutgers going to load up this three, another three goes down for Mountain Home. As there's 6 seconds remaining, 53-30, Lake Hamilton's going to put up another shot at the horn, and Mountain Home will get the ball back with some time. I believe there's going to be more than 1/10 of a second, but I don't know if they're going to add time or not. It's just they're going to inbound and say the heck with it, as the horn has still not gone off.
Still hadn't started. There
and
we go.
That's the end of the third quarter now. So 53-30 our score. The Lady Bombers will head to the fourth quarter up 23. You're listening to Lady Bomber basketball on Classic Hits 101.7 and watching on the Bomber Sports Network.
Community banking means investing in our community. At Centennial Bank, we invest our time and energy in helping our friends and neighbors grow, explore possibilities, and achieve their dreams. We proudly sponsor the student athletes of the Mountain Home Bombers. So whether you're in the game or in the stands, we support the things that mean the most to you because you mean the most to us. We're Centennial Bank, Arkansas's community bank, member FDIC.
Use the smile to change your world, but don't let the world change your smile. Coleman Family Dentistry is a proud supporter of the Mountain Home Bombers. A family-friendly dental office providing the state-of-the-art clinic, Coleman Family Dentistry is dedicated to you, your health, and especially your smile. With locations in Mountain Home and Cotter, there's every reason to book your appointment today. Call 870-424-4670. Go Bombers.
For over 50 years, Harold...
During the break.
So we're going to head to the fourth quarter. Lake Hamilton with the basketball. Down 23 now as the fourth quarter is underway. As it swung to the far side to Macon. Macon's going to pull up. A little jumper won't go as it's rattled around. Last touch by McCarn. It'll go out of bounds. Be Lake Hamilton basketball. 7:50 to go here. Our next contest, the Bomber boys will take on Lake Hamilton's boys. Should be a good boys game on tap there. 7:50 to go. Ball's inbounded as it is to Broughton. Broughton has done a very good job this afternoon for this Lady Wolves team. Shot is missed by Macon, and it's rebounded by McCarn ahead to Husky.
I really like Broughton as a player. She's a good physical guard. She does a really good job for Lake Hamilton.
So Lake Hamilton in a zone. Moore swings it back. Mullen thought about the three, going to drive along the baseline, pulls up for the 15-footer, left it long, and it's rebounded to Lake Hamilton.
You like that shot, though. Good aggressive mentality there by Cam, attacking the rim, getting a shot up.
So Lake Hamilton on the other end, the deep two on the way. Couldn't tell who that was as it's rebounded by Husky. As that was Ashcraft with the jumper. So Moore try to get it down to McCarn as it goes right to Williams. Williams thought about a three. Now Mullen with the basketball over to Moore. She thought about it. They're guarding her at the volleyball line. Husky back to Mullen on the right wing. She'll load up the three. Left it short as it'll go right to Lake Hamilton. (53-30) our score. 6:45 to go in the ball game. Lady Bombers looking like they'll move to 2-0 here in Branson as Broughton's going to drive inside. And she is fouled. She's going to shoot a pair of free throws. Now, they've been real quiet with the whistle here in the second half.
Yeah.
Of course, both teams are just launching threes, so.
You know, we were talking during the break how both Arkansas teams, they're playing like there's a shot clock. They're just saying, let's go, and that's the way that you got to play. And, you know, the shot clock, it's amazing how quickly we've gotten used to it.
Yeah, it's
within 5 games or 4 games that we played.
We were talking with some parents over here during that break, and we're We're already used to the shot clock. We're looking, if it's a long possession, we're like, all right, we're down to 5 seconds on the shot clock now. But that's what I appreciate is neither team is trying to just steal a win here.
That's right.
And just hold the ball and dribble the air out of it.
Well, you got both experienced coaches. You got both coaches who've been around the game. Look, they know that
they know that a win in December is not going to matter in March.
Exactly right. These are important for building for conference, and that's what they're doing right now. They're working on things. They're seeing defenses that you're going to see maybe during conference season, and how do we attack them and what do we do? So 1 out of 2 free throws for Broughton as it's sent down to Coleman. Great ball movement by the Lady Bombers as this pass was tipped by Williams. A lot of contact away from the ball. As it's knocked away, Coleman comes up with it. Whitten Coleman pushing across the timeline, going to dribble inside. She lost the handle and a whistle and a foul. As she was hit across the arm and across the body, it's going to be Lady Bomber ball on the baseline. Kind of looked like a little rugby scrum there for a little bit. A little circle. You just want to circle up and see the ball get pitched out.
It's an interesting sport to watch. Suggest people watch some rugby sometime. As the inbound pass is knocked away, Mullen will now just move to the other side of the baseline.
Those are real men that play that game.
Yes. Those are some dudes.
Yeah.
That's like dudes from New Zealand and Australia that just hammer people in that. So Mullen's actually going to throw it along the sideline. Looked like it went out of bounds on the baseline as it was stolen by Broughton as it'll go out of bounds, and the official on the opposite side of the floor is going to call a foul. I don't know what on.
I think they got Anna McCarn trying to seal down here in the post. You know, she was really working hard to try to get that inside position and kind of wrapped around 24 there. I think that's Macon, right? Wrapped around her just a little bit, and official right on top of it.
So good call. That's the second foul on McCarn. 14th foul for the Lady Bombers. As driving inside is Macon, left it off the window short as it'll go out of bounds and be a foul against Macon going over the back.
Yeah, good job there by Whitten. She did a great job bodying Macon up, not letting her get, once she did a jump shot, Whitten turned around, put a body on her, and when you do that, get the call on the over the back.
6 minutes to go in the ballgame. Lady Bombers up 22 as this is sent to Williams for a corner three. She rattles that one home, and it's 56-31.
Great job there. Once again, great passing by the Lady Bombers to a step-in three.
9 points on the afternoon for Sarah Williams. 56-31. We're approaching the mercy rule here. If it gets to 30, the clock will run as it's bounced inside. Coleman comes up with the basketball. Mullen now. Mullen with 4 sophomores on the floor right now. Mullen trying to get inside to McCarn, gets it there on the left block. Mullen brought it down to her waist. There's a whistle and a jump ball is called. It's going to stay with Mountain Home.
Yeah, that's a part of the game. Anna got great position right there without fouling, got the ball, maybe not put that ball on the floor, but she'll learn right there.
Yes.
She'll maybe turn and focus and then kick that ball out as we got Addison Ferris in here for Cam.
So Addison Ferris will come into the ball game.
Got 5 sophomores on the floor again for the Lady Bombers.
A lot of sophomores on this Lady Bomber basketball team. As there's a whistle, and they're going to get McCarn. I saw it off the ball. She was pushing to create space. Hey, well, that's the 3rd foul of that kind that she's had this afternoon.
It is a foul.
Yeah.
It is a foul, but honestly, I like it from Anna. I love the physicality.
She's being physical, yeah.
You know what? It is a foul there, but you love to see her going there.
As the clock is not running once again, as this will go out of bounds. And clock's running now while it's not supposed to be. It's 5:25 to go here in the ball game as Mountain Home will get the ball back. So Whitten's going to walk it up the floor on the Branson Pirate flag here. She's met by Broughton. Swings it to the corner to Ferris. Ferris is going to drive, go back to Coleman. About got knocked away. Rittenberg going to load up the three, hit it off the back of the iron as it is knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Mountain Home, and it'll be Lake Hamilton basketball.
Good shot there, step in three by Bailey.
As we have a timeout on the floor. 5:11 to go in the ball game. Lady Bombers lead 56-31. We'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to Lady Bomber Basketball on Classic Hits 101.7 and watching on the Bomber Sports Network.
Are you building a new house, not sure where the property lines are? Strider Consulting can help. They're a civil engineering and land surveying firm located at 1029 Highway 201 north of Mountain Home. With over 23 years in the business, Strider Consulting has the experience and expertise to bring your project to life. Visit strider.consulting to see their full list of services and request your quote today. Strider Consulting is a proud supporter of Mountain Home Bombers athletics. Strider Consulting, engineering our future.
United Country Real Estate of Mountain Home is the largest seller of rural real estate in the United States. With United Country, you'll find trust and integrity, integral parts of their high standards. As a seller, you'll benefit from United Country's unique and proven marketing system. You owe it to yourself to call the #1 team in the nation today at 425-3820. United Country Real Estate, proud supporters of our Mountain Home Bombers. Back here in Branson, Lady Bombers up big, 56-31, 5:11 to go here in the ball game, as Lake Hamilton will throw in.
You know, these minutes here, you look up, you're up 25. You're like, okay, are these important minutes? They are. They are for your program. They're all to build the program. You got 5 sophomores in here gaining a lot of experience right now. Coach Leonard is going to hold them to the same accountability that he does the starters that are out there. And you're going to see the same defensive principles that are going to be set forth, moving forward.
As it was sent over to Broughton, Broughton dribbled it out of bounds. 5:03 to go in the ball game. Lady Bombers will get the basketball back.
I really like to know a turnover count here. I think it's going to be another game where the Lady Bombers have forced over 20, maybe 25 turnovers.
4:55 to go here in the ball game. Coleman with it. Try to get to Sarah Williams. Now it's to the far side. Sarah turns it over as it's pushed to Layla Cox. Cox pushing ahead to Broughton. Broughton lost the ball. It's picked up by Addison Ferris. Ferris over to Rittenberg across the timeline as they'll set things up. Rittenberg, couple crossover dribbles. Now back to the middle of the floor. Try to get it back to Addison Ferris, as I thought it was going to be a turnover because I thought she traveled, but Rittenberg lost the ball, got it back. Now it's swung to this side to Williams. Addison Ferris, she'll load up the 3, missed it off the back of the iron, and it's rebounded to Broughton. Broughton pushing ahead, 4:18 to go in the ball game. There's a whistle and a foul is called, and she'll shoot 2 free throws.
Broughton's spent right now. They're looking like they're going to call on the floor. She's spent, but she's given full effort. We talked about, I really like that girl.
Yeah.
She plays hard. She's played hard. They're right now they're kind of letting some fouls get away on our offensive end. That normally would be called. They're trying to get this game over with and kind of get things going as Kiara Alkire comes in here for Witten.
So every player in the book has now stepped on the floor for Mountain Home as the hook shot by Kaufman is missed. She gets her own offensive rebound and puts it back home, and it is 56-33. Lady Bombers pushing ahead now. First bucket of the game for Kaufman. As Williams loads up the 3, this one is missed. Rebounded by Lake Hamilton right to Kaufman's hands. Kaufman going to send it ahead to Hunter. Hunter, a couple crossover dribbles. Dumps it down mid-post, kicks it out deep 2 on the way by Lake Hamilton. That shot is good, as that is Ashley Lewis with the bucket, her 4th point of the afternoon, and Lake Hamilton has cut it to 21. Williams driving along the baseline, kicks it back out. Addison Ferris wants the little 18-footer, missed everything, and it's going to go back to Lake Hamilton.
Addison's had her feet set right there. She's hit several threes this year. Addison can shoot the ball. And I'll tell you, one thing about Addison, she is probably the ultimate teammate here. And look who we got coming in the game here.
Well, we have Parker Husky coming in along with Kiara Alkire. Cameron Mullen's going to be back in, but Ashlyn Estes will step in the ball game for the first time this year. She's been dealing with an injury all year, and she'll get some playing time here at the last 3:26 of this ball game.
Yeah, Ashlyn's had a back surgery and kind of been dealing with some recovery from that and has been cleared to be on the floor. And so this is great minutes for her to be able to get out there.
As we have a whistle and a travel is called with 3:17 to go. Tell you what, she started Mountain Home, and then she went to Norfolk, won a state title over there, and then decided to come home. She pulled LeBron.
That's right.
Won her a championship and then came back to Mountain Home.
She's going to bring a championship to Mountain Home.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying.
She's a really, really great kid. It's good to see her out there. She's going to help this ball club here down the line.
It was kind of unfortunate. She'd been battling some injuries and ended up having to have surgery. And, the recovery process is always tough, especially for
any injury.
A 16, 17-year-old girl. But, man, she's done a great job battling back. Had some setbacks with the recovery, and it's nice to see her get out here now.
As an additional 15 seconds went off the clock there, but we're not going to complain about it. 3 minutes flat to go here in the ball game. Lady Bombers up 21 as they reset the clock to 3:08. So 3:04 now in the ball game. Lady Bombers up 21 as this one's almost turned over. They get it down to Kaufman. Kaufman, a little move underneath. Looked like it was a travel, but it's going to be a good bucket as they've cut it under 20 now. Parker Husky with the basketball to Mullen. Mullen's going to drive. Mullen kicks it out. Ashlyn Estes for 3 on the way. Left it way short as it's tipped away by Mullen and knocked back. Estes thought about another 3 as she's going to step back, thought about another one. Husky with the basketball as she'll kick it to the corner. Estes going to drive along the baseline as there's a whistle and a foul. As there's 2:31 to go in the ball game. Tell you what I like it. She went along the baseline, drove inside. It looked like she knew what she was doing out there. Like she hadn't taken a couple months off.
Yeah, she's a player, right?
Yeah.
Here it is, right here.
As Estes on the three. This one is missed long. As Kiara Alkire comes up with the ball among three Lake Hamilton Wolves as it's knocked out of bounds, and it's going to go to Lake Hamilton.
Yeah, I'm checking out Ashton's mom down here. She's got tears flowing. As a parent, you love to see your kid battle back.
2:20 to go in the ball game. Estes with some extended pressure. She's going to stay on the other end of the floor as they get it ahead to Lewis. Lewis, the layup is good. 56-39 now. 2:10 to go in the ball game as Estes has moved to the far corner. Mullen centers the basketball. Mullen back to Husky. Husky back to Mullen to the corner. Estes. See if this other corner works. A whistle and a foul is called. They're going to call it on Layla Cox. So minute 58 to go in the ball game. Lady Bombers cruising to a victory. Looks like they're going to move to 2-0 here in Branson. Estes thought about the three. Back into Husky, who threw it in. Husky back to Mullen. Mullen gets it to Alkire. Kiara Alkire got a dribble. Gives it back to Estes on the far side. Back to Husky. Husky back to Estes. She's going to load up this three. Puts it up on the way. It's good! Ashlyn Estes into the game. Hits the three. And the Lady Bombers are back up 20.
And look at the bench down here all erupting for.
As this shot by Lake Hamilton's missed. Offensive rebound back to Kaufman. And the lead is back under 20. And Nancy Kaufman's got 6 points right here as Nick Dell's just going to call a timeout just to get a sub in. Get Ashlyn out. Tell you what, that was awesome to see as Ashlyn Estes will come out of the game. Minute 25 to go here.
You know, and that's what this is about, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're kids out there. A lot of times we as adults, we as parents, we treat this as a sport, and it is. It's entertainment for us to go watch. You got to remember, these are kids. And,
that's right.
That, you know, Coach Leonard does such a great job with these girls of understanding that and pouring into them.
It's just it's a game.
It is.
It's at the end of the day, it's just a game. I mean, everyone gets intense about it as Alkire is met by an intense double team and a whistle and a jump ball is called. It's going to go to Lake Hamilton. 59-41 now, minute 16 to go on the clock.
They give Mountain Home the ball.
Oh, I had it as Lake Hamilton's. I'm not going to say anything. That's up to them as they've corrected it now. I had it and the scoreboard had it as going to Lake Hamilton, so glad they got that right. As it's inbounded to Lake Hamilton. 70 seconds to go in the ball game as it's swung to far side Hunter. Hunter's going to drop it down to Kaufman, lost it off her leg, and it'll be Lady Bomber ball again.
Yeah, these are great team building moments here for the Lady Bombers here, and you know, little things like that. I know they're going to go up and get to stay in Springfield tonight, go eat, and come down and have a game against Branson
for a championship.
Tomorrow. Yeah, it will be for the championship.
So it's pushed ahead. Ball is turned over ahead to Hunter. Hunter off the window, won't go. Offensive rebound to Lewis as that bucket's good. 59-43 now. Mountain Home with the lead, cruising to the finish line here. Kiara Alkire now. Alkire bounced to the corner. Coleman thought about the three, shot faked it, came down mid-post. Coleman picks it back up to Alkire, back to Rittenberg. Rittenberg thought about a jumper, a whistle, and a foul is called with 34.9 remaining. Ashley Lewis will go to the line. Or Ashley Lewis was called for the foul, excuse me. As Addison Ferris, she'll load up the three. This one is missed. And Lake Hamilton comes up with the ball. 25 seconds remaining, 16-point lead for the Lady Bombers. As Hunter drove along the baseline, dumped it down to Ashley Lewis. And it's 59-45 now. Lead is down to 14. First time it's been this close in nearly the entire second half. Coleman with the ball, back to Rittenberg. She'll put up the long three. It's missed long. And there's a whistle and a foul is called. 6.6 remaining here in the ball game.
Walk it down and shoot free throws here. They've kind of swallowed their whistle all.
Well, that one was a foul.
Yeah, it was.
So I'm
foul.
fine with that.
Yeah.
You know, maintain the integrity of the game.
Yeah.
The Lady Bombers looking like they will move to 2-0 unless Lake Hamilton could score 15 points in the span of 6.5 seconds, which I'm not saying it can't happen, but I feel pretty confident as the first free throw is good.
You do have to remember the clock situation we have here.
Oh,
That
that's
6.6
true, yeah.
seconds could turn into 2
Oh,
minutes
yeah.
pretty easily.
So she'll get the second free throw. She made the first one, 59-46. Second free throw on the way. This one is missed. It's going to rebound right to Ferris. Ferris comes up with it down to 2, down to 1, and that's going to do it. And the Lady Bombers have come to Branson, and they will move to 2-0 here in the Branson Battle of the Border. They will play for a championship tomorrow. Although, wait, Branson ends up losing tonight against Waynesville. That's the nightcap tonight. Then the Lady Bombers will just end up the champion.
Well, they'll still have to play, because if we lose, then we could be 2-1.
Well, they'll still have to
Yeah.
play.
Yeah, but if we both be 2-1, it might go to a tiebreaker.
So Lady Bombers finish this one off. The final score, 59-46. Lake Hamilton went on a little bit of a run there. We'll take a short little break and check stats here, and then we'll bring you the boys' game. Looks like they put 15 minutes up on the clock for warm-up. We'll take a break. This has been Lady Bomber Basketball on Classic Hits 101.7 and streaming live on the Bomber Sports Network. Marketing system. You owe it to yourself to call the #1 team in the nation today at 425-3820. United Country Real Estate, proud supporters of our Mountain Home Bombers.
White River Materials has earned a reputation for producing industry-leading high-quality results. They have the experience and equipment to perform each project quickly, safely, and cost-efficiently. Privately owned and operated, White River Materials prides themselves in quality work with the customer's best interest in mind. If you need limestone or concrete products or someone to do the job correctly the first time, give White River Materials a call today at 425-3431 or 425-4510.
ASC Warranty is proud to support the Mountain Home Bombers. ASC Warranty provides dealers with vehicle protection plans for any vehicle in their inventory. ASC Warranty's greatest assets are the people that make up the ASC team. The work ethic and dedication to consistently superior services provided by all of their employees are second to none. ASC Warranty is proud to say the Bombers have the same values. ASC Warranty is one of your biggest fans. They will be cheering you on every step of the way. Go Bombers!
Baxter Regional Medical Center is now Baxter Health. When it comes to health and healing, there's no place like home. At Baxter Health, providing compassionate care beyond measure is their mission, because when it feels like home, it heals like home. The Baxter Health team has proudly supported Bomber athletics since 1963 and are privileged to continue that tradition for the 2022-23 season. Go Bombers from Baxter Health.
There is no one that knows the Twin Lakes area better than a local realtor. Local realtors know all the best neighborhoods. A local realtor can find the best properties that fit into your local search criteria and when it comes to real estate. Baxter Real Estate Company is the name all locals know. As part of the Twin Lakes community, Baxter Real Estate Company has local realtors who not only love this area, but truly know it too. When you need a real estate company, you need Baxter Real Estate Company, the Twin Lakes area's best choice for local realtors.
Hi, this is Big Box Brad, inviting you to come see us at Brad's Big Box Emporium.
Brad, we've gone over this before. You're not a big box store.
I mean, we have so many big TVs and big grills here, and they all come in big boxes.
Still not a big box store.
Folks, come see our Traeger grills, Vision grills, and the huge Samsung TVs and our other big boxes.
Just give them the website, Brad.
BigBoxBrad.com.
No.
Okay. Brad'sTV.com, next to Walmart, Mountain Home.
Community banking means investing in our community. At Centennial Bank, we invest our time and energy in helping our friends and neighbors grow, explore possibilities, and achieve their dreams. We proudly sponsor the student athletes of the Mountain Home Bombers. So whether you're in the game or in the stands, we support the things that mean the most to you because you mean the most to us. We're Centennial Bank, Arkansas's community bank, member FDIC.
Use the smile to change your world, but don't let the world change your smile. Coleman Family Dentistry is a proud supporter of the Mountain Home Bombers. A family-friendly dental office providing the state-of-the-art clinic, Coleman Family Dentistry is dedicated to you, your health, and especially your smile. With locations in Mountain Home and Cotter, there's every reason to book your appointment today. Call 870-424-4670. Go Bombers.
For over 50 years, Harold Tucker Auto Parts has been serving the Twin Lakes area. Thank you, Twin Lakes area. See Harold Tucker Auto Parts for parts both foreign and domestic, from parts for automobiles to parts for mowers. They have custom-built hydraulic hoses and welding supplies too. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30. Harold Tucker Auto Parts, your bumper-to-bumper auto specialist for over 50 years. Family-owned and 4 generations strong. Harold Tucker Auto Parts, proud to sponsor the Mountain Home Bombers. 810 South Street, Mountain Home, 425-5040.
It's time for families to enjoy the school sports scene once again. Everyone from Knox Orthopedics at number 3 Medical Plaza wishes our many area athletes not only a winning season, but an injury-free season as well. If the unexpected should occur, however, Knox Orthopedics' 4 highly qualified orthopedists, Drs. Knox, Rawls, McConnell, and Franklin, can evaluate, diagnose, and successfully treat your injuries to get you back doing what you love sooner rather than later. Yes, they can fix that. Check them out at knoxorthopedics.com.
Are you building a new house, not sure where the property lines are? Strider Consulting can help. They're a civil engineering and land surveying firm located at 1029 Highway 201 north of Mountain Home. With over 23 years in the business, Strider Consulting has the experience and expertise to bring your project to life. Visit strider.consulting to see their full list of services and request your quote today. Strider Consulting is a proud supporter of Mountain Home Bombers athletics. Strider Consulting, engineering our future.
United Country Real Estate of Mountain Home is the largest seller of rural real estate in the United States. With United Country, you'll find trust and integrity integral parts of their high standards. As a seller, you'll benefit from United Country's unique and proven marketing system. You owe it to yourself to call the #1 team in the nation today at 425-3820. United Country Real Estate, proud supporters of our Mountain Home Bombers.
White River Materials has earned a reputation for producing industry-leading high-quality results. They have the experience and equipment to perform each project quickly, safely, and cost-efficiently. Privately owned and operated, White River Materials prides themselves in quality work with the customer's best interest in mind. If you need limestone or concrete products or someone to do the job correctly the first time, give White River Materials a call today at 425-3431 or 425-4510.
ASC Warranty is proud to support the Mountain Home Bombers. ASC Warranty provides dealers with vehicle protection plans for any vehicle in their inventory. ASC Warranty's greatest assets are the people that make up the ASC team. The work ethic and dedication to consistently superior services provided by all of their employees are second to none. ASC Warranty is proud to say the Bombers have the same values. ASC Warranty is one of your biggest fans. They will be cheering you on every step of the way. Go Bombers!
Baxter Regional Medical Center is now Baxter Health. When it comes to health and healing, there's no place like home. At Baxter Health, providing compassionate care beyond measure is their mission, because when it feels like home, it heals like home. The Baxter Health team has proudly supported Bomber athletics since 1963 and are privileged to continue that tradition for the 2022-23 season. Go Bombers from Baxter Health.
There is no one that knows the Twin Lakes area better than a local realtor. Local realtors know all the best neighborhoods. A local realtor can find the best properties that fit into your local search criteria and when it comes to real estate. Baxter Real Estate Company is the name all locals know. As part of the Twin Lakes community, Baxter Real Estate Company has local realtors who not only love this area, but truly know it too. When you need a real estate company, you need Baxter Real Estate Company, the Twin Lakes area's best choice for local realtors.
Hi, this is Big Box Brad, inviting you to come see us at Brad's Big Box Emporium.
Brad, we've gone over this before. You're not a big box store.
I mean, we have so many big TVs and big grills here, and they all come in big boxes.
Still not a big box store.
Folks, come see our Traeger grills, Vision grills, and the huge Samsung TVs and our other big boxes.
Just give them the website, Brad.
BigBoxBrad.com.
No.
Okay. Brad'sTV.com, next to Walmart, Mountain Home.
Community banking means investing in our community. At Centennial Bank, we invest our time and energy in helping our friends and neighbors grow, explore possibilities, and achieve their dreams. We proudly sponsor the student athletes of the Mountain Home Bombers. So whether you're in the game or in the stands, we support the things that mean the most to you, because you mean the most to us. We're Centennial Bank, Arkansas's community bank. Member FDIC.
Use the smile to change your world, but don't let the world change your smile. Coleman Family Dentistry is a proud supporter of the Mountain Home Bombers. A family-friendly dental office providing the state-of-the-art clinic, Coleman Family Dentistry is dedicated to you, your health, and especially your smile. With locations in Mountain Home and Cotter, there's every reason to book your appointment today. Call 870-424-4670. Go Bombers.
For over 50 years, Harold Tucker Auto Parts has been serving the Twin Lakes area. Thank you, Twin Lakes area. See Harold Tucker Auto Parts for parts both foreign and domestic, from parts for automobiles to parts for mowers. They have custom-built hydraulic hoses and welding supplies too. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30. Harold Tucker Auto Parts, your bumper-to-bumper auto specialist for over 50 years. Family-owned and 4 generations strong. Harold Tucker Auto Parts, proud to sponsor the Mountain Home Bombers. 810 South Street, Mountain Home, 425-5040.
It's time for families to enjoy the school sports scene once again. Everyone from Knox Orthopedics at number 3 Medical Plaza wishes our many area athletes not only a winning season, but an injury-free season as well. If the unexpected should occur, however, Knox Orthopedics' 4 highly qualified orthopedists, Drs. Knox, Rawls, McConnell, and Franklin, can evaluate, diagnose, and successfully treat your injuries to get you back doing what you love sooner rather than later. Yes, they can fix that. Check them out at knoxorthopedics.com.
Are you building a new house? Not sure where the property lines are? Strider Consulting can help. They're a civil engineering and land surveying firm located at 1029 Highway 201 north of Mountain Home. With over 23 years in the business, Strider Consulting has the experience and expertise to bring your project to life. Visit strider.consulting to see their full list of services and request your quote today. Strider Consulting is a proud supporter of Mountain Home Bombers athletics. Strider Consulting, engineering our future.
United Country Real Estate of Mountain Home is the largest seller of rural real estate in the United States. With United Country, you'll find trust and integrity, integral parts of their high standards. As a seller, you'll benefit from United Country's unique and proven marketing system. You owe it to yourself to call the number 1 team in the nation today at 425-3820. United Country Real Estate, proud supporters of our Mountain Home Bombers.
White River Materials has earned a reputation for producing industry-leading high-quality results. They have the experience and equipment to perform each project quickly, safely, and cost-efficiently. Privately owned and operated, White River Materials prides themselves in quality work with the customer's best interest in mind. If you need limestone or concrete products or someone to do the job correctly the first time, give White River Materials a call today at 425-3431 or 425-4510.
ASC Warranty is proud to support the Mountain Home Bombers. ASC Warranty provides dealers with vehicle protection plans for any vehicle in their inventory. ASC Warranty's greatest assets are the people that make up the ASC team. The work ethic and dedication to consistently superior services provided by all of their employees are second to none. ASC Warranty is proud to say the Bombers have the same values. ASC Warranty is one of your biggest fans. They will be cheering you on every step of the way. Go Bombers!
Baxter Regional Medical Center is now Baxter Health. When it comes to health and healing, there's no place like home. At Baxter Health, providing compassionate care beyond measure is their mission, because when it feels like home, it heals like home. The Baxter Health team has proudly supported Bomber athletics since 1963 and are privileged to continue that tradition for the 2022-23 season. Go Bombers from Baxter Health.
There is no one that knows the Twin Lakes area better than a local realtor. Local realtors know all the best neighborhoods. A local realtor can find the best properties that fit into your local search criteria and when it comes to real estate. Baxter Real Estate Company is the name all locals know. As part of the Twin Lakes community, Baxter Real Estate Company has local realtors who not only love this area, but truly know it too. When you need a real estate company, you need Baxter Real Estate Company, the Twin Lakes area's best choice for local realtors.
Hi, this is Big Box Brad, inviting you to come see us at Brad's Big Box Emporium.
Brad, we've gone over this before. You're not a big box store.
I mean, we have so many big TVs and big grills here, and they all come in big boxes.
Still not a big box store.
Folks, come see our Traeger grills, Vision grills, and the huge Samsung TVs and our other big boxes.
Just give them the website, Brad.
BigBoxBrad.com.
No.
Okay. Brad'sTV.com, next to Walmart, Mountain Home.
Community banking means investing in our community. At Centennial Bank, we invest our time and energy in helping our friends and neighbors grow, explore possibilities, and achieve their dreams. We proudly sponsor the student athletes of the Mountain Home Bombers. So whether you're in the game or in the stands, we support the things that mean the most to you because you mean the most to us. We're Centennial Bank, Arkansas's community bank. Member FDIC.
Use the smile to change your world, but don't let the world change your smile. Coleman Family Dentistry is a proud supporter of the Mountain Home Bombers. A family-friendly dental office providing the state-of-the-art clinic, Coleman Family Dentistry is dedicated to you, your health, and especially your smile. With locations in Mountain Home and Cotter, there's every reason to book your appointment today. Call 870-424-4670. Go Bombers.
For over 50 years, Harold Tucker Auto Parts has been serving the Twin Lakes area. Thank you, Twin Lakes area. See Harold Tucker Auto Parts for parts both foreign and domestic, from parts for automobiles to parts for mowers. They have custom-built hydraulic hoses and welding supplies too. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30. Harold Tucker Auto Parts, your bumper-to-bumper auto specialist for over 50 years. Family-owned and 4 generations strong. Harold Tucker Auto Parts, proud to sponsor the Mountain Home Bombers. 810 South Street, Mountain Home.
Well, we're back here in Branson, Missouri. Glad to have you
It's
with
time
us
for
this
families to
afternoon.
enjoy
We're
the
gonna
school
check the
sports
starting
scene once
lineups for you
again.
real
Everyone
quick.
from Knox Orthopedics at number 3 Medical Plaza wishes our many area athletes not only a winning season, but an injury-free season as well. If the unexpected should occur, however, Knox Orthopedics' 4 highly qualified orthopedists, Drs. Knox, Rawls, McConnell, and Franklin, can evaluate, diagnose, and successfully treat your injuries to get you back doing what you love sooner rather than later. Yes, they can fix that. Check them out at knoxorthopedics.com.
Are you building a new house? Not sure where the property lines are? Strider Consulting can help. They're a civil engineering and land surveying firm located at 1029 Highway 201 north of Mountain Home. With over 23 years in the business, Strider Consulting has the experience and expertise to bring your project to life. Visit strider.consulting to see their full list of services and request your quote today. Strider Consulting is a proud supporter of Mountain Home Bombers athletics. Strider Consulting, engineering our future.
United Country Real Estate of Mountain Home is the largest seller of rural real estate in the United States. With United Country, you'll find trust and integrity integral parts of their high standards. As a seller, you'll benefit from United Country's unique and proven marketing system. You owe it to yourself to call the #1 team in the nation today at 425-3820. United Country Real Estate, proud supporters of our Mountain Home Bombers.
White River Materials has earned a reputation for producing industry-leading high-quality results. They have the experience and equipment to perform each project quickly, safely, and cost-efficiently. Privately owned and operated, White River Materials prides themselves in quality work with the customer's best interest in mind. If you need limestone or concrete products or someone to do the job correctly the first time, give White River Materials a call today at 425-3431 or 425-4510.
ASC Warranty is proud to support the Mountain Home Bombers. ASC Warranty provides dealers with vehicle protection plans for any vehicle in their inventory. ASC Warranty's greatest assets are the people that make up the ASC team. The work ethic and dedication to consistently superior services provided by all of their employees are second to none. ASC Warranty is proud to say the Bombers have the same values. ASC Warranty is one of your biggest fans. They will be cheering you on every step of the way. Go Bombers!
Baxter Regional Medical Center is now Baxter Health. When it comes to health and healing, there's no place like home. At Baxter Health, providing compassionate care beyond measure is their mission, because when it feels like home, it heals like home. The
So
Baxter
2-0 our
Health
score
team
here. Lake
has
Hamilton
proudly
with the lead.
supported Bomber
Bickford gonna
athletics
pull up
since
mid-post.
1963
This one is missed.
and
Rebounded
are
by
privileged
Robinson.
to continue that tradition for the
Robinson gonna push it ahead
2022-23
himself.
season.
Good looking
Go
kid
Bombers
as it's
from
dumped
Baxter
down
Health.
to Christian, three-pointer on the way from Zach Pennington.
There is
This
no
one
one that
good.
knows
It's
the Twin
5-0
Lakes area
Lake
better
Hamilton,
than
and
a
Josh
local
Fulcher's gonna
realtor.
call timeout.
Local realtors know all the best
Fulcher calls
neighborhoods.
timeout.
A local
Laker
realtor
Bombers
can
will take
find the
timeout.
best
We'll
properties
take
that
one
fit
with
into
them.
your local
6:33
search
to go in this
criteria
first
and
quarter.
when it comes to
Lake
real
Hamilton
estate.
leads 5-0.
Baxter Real Estate Company
You're
is the
listening
name
to
all
Bomber Basketball
locals
and
know.
Classic Hits
As part of the
101.7
Twin Lakes
and watching
community,
live on the
Baxter
Bomber
Real
Sports
Estate Company
Network.
has local realtors who not only love. There is no one that knows the Twin Lakes area better than a local realtor. Local realtors know all the best neighborhoods. A local realtor can find the best properties that fit into your local search criteria and when it comes to real estate. Baxter Real Estate Company is the name all locals know. As part of the Twin Lakes community, Baxter Real Estate Company has local realtors who not only love this area, but truly know it too. When you need a real estate company, you need Baxter Real Estate Company, the Twin Lakes area's best choice for local realtors.
Hi, this is Big Box Brad, inviting you to come see us at Brad's Big Box Emporium.
Brad, we've gone over this before. You're not a big box store.
I mean, we have so many big TVs and big grills here, and they all come in big boxes.
Still not a big box store.
Folks, come see our Traeger grills, Vision grills, and the huge Samsung TVs and our other big boxes.
Just give them the website, Brad.
BigBoxBrad.com.
No.
Okay. Brad'sTV.com, next to Walmart, Mountain Home.
In Lake Hamilton, 6.5 to go here in the first quarter. Quick timeout by Josh Fulcher. He had talked things over before that got out of hand quick. So McLean comes up with the ball. He's going to give it to McGee as he traveled before he did so.
Yeah, Ryder was going to try to make that pass down to Dewey. That passing lane closed pretty quickly. Took a little extra stutter step before he made that pass over to Harris.
So again, Lady Bombers did win game one of this doubleheader this afternoon, 59-46. They will play for a championship tomorrow. 6:10 to go here in the first quarter. A deep three from Pennington. This one is missed and rebounded by Braden Dewey. Dewey's going to get it to Muggs, and he'll bring it up the floor. Three-pointer by Ryder McLean. This one rattled around, won't go. Hagen Robb got a hand on it, but it's sent down right to Ty Robinson.
Good shot there by Ryder. Just did everything but go down.
Hey, well, Robinson drove right through the paint, and it's 7-0 Lake Hamilton. McLean will inbound the basketball, gets it to Bickford. Bickford wasn't looking as knocked out of bounds, and Lake Hamilton will get the ball back. Or Mountain Home will get the ball back, excuse me. 5 new Bombers coming onto the floor now as Robert Dover, Blaine Tate, Levi Uchman, Coben Inskeep, and Braxton Carson will step in.
That's one way to get the attention of the players on the floor. Say, hey, we don't like the effort. We're gonna see 5 new ones, see what they can do for us.
It's old Greg Popovich move. He didn't like what he was seeing.
Yeah.
So Inskeep with the ball as he tried to get Tate in the corner.
Quick kick ball there out of bounds.
5.5 to go here. Bombers will inbound it on the sideline. Uchman's going to inbound it. Uchman to Inskeep. Inskeep going to set the offense up. Inskeep, couple crossover dribbles, picks it up to Robert Dover at the top. Try to get Tate. Blaine Tate seeing some early playing time. As Braxton Carson has it now, Coben's going to drive inside mid-paint, drops it down to Dover. Dover lost the handle of it. Now Lake Hamilton's going to have it now, pushing ahead to Zach Pennington. This one is good, and it's 9-0 Lake Hamilton.
And Lake Hamilton scores quickly, don't they? They get the ball and they get out on the transition.
So again, 9-0 our score here. 4:59 to go. Coben with the basketball. Down to Blaine Tate. Blaine Tate's going to drive. Mid-post, kicks it out, Braxton Carson now. Now to Inskeep. Inskeep driving, a whistle and a blocking foul is called.
Trying to drop that baseline there, and 22 just kind of
Charter Harris with the foul.
Yeah, he kind of cut him off and just kind of bumped him there as he was going out of bounds.
First foul of the ball game for either side. 4:41 to go here in the first half. Uchman, and that's an intentional grounding signal the official gave. It's the wrong sport.
So you're going to get 22 again.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know what the sweeping motion was, but it's a foul.
I guess he was trying to push Coben out of the way, which, I don't know what he'd say. Harris was 6'5" somewhere. Coben might be 5'8".
Yeah?
He had advantage down there just with his height, but I guess he was trying to push him out of the way.
So Blaine Tate with the basketball, 4:35 to go here in the first quarter of action. Tate almost lost it, gives it to Inskeep, going along the baseline, back to Tate, little 15-footer. This one rattles home and the Bombers are on the board.
Yeah, Blaine did a really good job handling the ball, staying in it after he got the pass, looking for a shot. Coben, nice feed right back to him.
As this one sent down to Zach Pennington, one of the two Pennington brothers, the sons of Scotty Pennington, the longtime Lake Hamilton basketball coach. Does a really good job.
Yeah, he's a great coach.
Now again, this team is projected to be one of the favorites in Class 5A in the state of Arkansas. Funny we're playing them up here in Branson. Just luck of the draw. As this one's sent to the far side. Three-pointer on the way from Ty Robinson. This one is missed, and it's rebounded by Blaine Tate. Bombers pushing ahead. Tate pushing the tempo. Tate picks up his dribble over to Inskeep. As Inskeep with it. Back to Blaine Tate, over to Braxton Carson. Braxton sends it to Uchman. Tried to give him a screen, but now here's Uchman. Uchman back to Dover between the circles. Back to Braxton Carson. Blaine Tate with the basketball, crossover dribble. Now it's sent to Braxton Carson. Braxton along the baseline, a whistle and a kick ball is called.
Aggressive kick call there.
Yeah.
I like the officials. They let you know what's going on in the game. I really like it.
A little bit more decisive in their movement.
Yeah, I like it.
3:36 to go in this first quarter. 9-2 our score. Lake Hamilton with the lead as Uchman will inbound it to Inskeep. Tell you what, the second unit for the Bombers that got subbed in, they're holding their own out here.
They are. They're doing a good job. You know, and you notice there's a lot of crisp passes with the ball. They're attacking and dishing just like this right here.
This one's inside to Dover, count it and one. You know what, Robert Dover, he's made a big impact these first two games so far here in Branson.
Yeah, he was a huge impact against Waynesville, being able to get foul, their big post player last night. And, you know, that was Blaine Tate, though. Great pass there. He drew the defense and brought him in there on him. And
Dover missed the free throw, but Braxton Carson gets the offensive rebound. Blaine Tate's going to drive in. The scoop shot is good off the window, and it's 9-6 Lake Hamilton.
Yeah, Blaine Tate's done a good job coming in right here for the Bombers and attacking with his dribble, kicking off, and right there attacking the goal.
One of the couple good sophomores that the Bombers play, him and Ryder McLean, have had a big impact so far. As it's sent to the top, ball's being kicked around big time as it was sent to Pennington, now to the far side. The near side, Zane Pennington, three-pointer by his brother Zach, and that one's good. Tell you what, Zach Pennington can play.
Yeah, they can shoot the ball. You know, you've got a couple coaches' kids here on Lake Hamilton. You know, those coaches' kids, they stay in the gym. 3, I think?
Yeah, there's 3, and then the girls' team, there's going to be 4. I think it's what the Blake Conley said when I talked to him pregame. So a lot of coaches' kids in Lake Hamilton. So Uchman with the basketball now to Inskeep on the far side. 2:35 to go here in the first quarter. This shot is missed. Dover got a fingertip on it, but it comes down to Lake Hamilton. Pushing ahead is Christian. Christian driving inside off the window, good, and it's 14-6.
Does a great job using his body there and you know, shielding off the defender and being able to body control and getting that ball up on the backboard.
So Tate pushing ahead. There's a whistle and a foul. It's going to go on Lake Hamilton. As the starting 5 for the Bombers will come back in. Dewey, Bickford, McLean, Hagen Robb, and McGee Harris will come back in. Good job by that second unit out there to kind of slow things down.
Yeah, it kind of stopped the bleeding there. I think they came in, was at 7-0.
As pass is turned over, try to get it to Dewey as Lake Hamilton has the basketball. And there's a whistle, no shot. As Coach Pennington wondering why that wasn't a shooting foul. That's going to be on Braden Dewey, it looks like.
Yeah, that's what you like to see as an official. He made the definitive call, called it early, called it aggressive, and it's like this is the call. He's not indecisive there and leaving it up for the coach to determine what actually happened.
Actually, that was on Ryder McLean as Christian is going to drive inside, gives it back out. Good pass down to Zane Pennington off the window, good. And it's 16-6.
Yeah, a lot of these players here for Lake Hamilton, those seniors I think this year, aren't they correct? And they were juniors last year. Out of a really good team, and so you get the cohesiveness there, and you're starting to see that experience right here.
Goes a whistle and a foul. It's going to go on LeBron Christian. It'll be the 15th foul for Lake Hamilton. Now that's another thing that they're creeping closer and closer to the bonus here, and we're only in the first quarter.
Yeah, hopefully Mountain Home can get in there and get that bonus and make some easy shots from the free throw line and cut into this lead here by Lake Hamilton.
McLean, the trigger man, is going to give it to Bickford in the backcourt. Minute 40 to go here in this first quarter. As Dewey has it in the corner. Now to Bickford. Over to McLean. McLean, couple crossover dribbles. Lost the handle. It's going to go out of bounds and stay with Mountain Home.
Fortunate break there by the Bombers. You know,
yeah,
those usually turn into turnovers, but great job there. We got lucky that we were able to retain possession.
90 seconds to go in this first quarter. McLean driving, kicks it out. Dewey, he wants the three from the left side. That one round around. Hagen Robb got a hand on it, but got ripped out of his hands. Minute 18 to go as this one is thrown away, and Mountain Home will keep possession. Minute 15 to go in this first quarter. Pleased you can be with us here this afternoon on the Bomber Sports Network and on Classic Hits 101.7.
Yeah, saw the Pennington boy turn to his dad's like, why'd you not catch it? I saw him turn to the coach and say something. I'm like, oh, wow, he's going up to coach pretty hard. And I remembered his dad. I've been there. I've had that look and that talk before.
So Bickford working now to his right, now back to the left, gets it mid-post, gives it to McGee Harris. Harris between the circles now. Swings it over to Bickford on the left side, tried to feed it to Dewey, gets to Robb. Robb steps through, a lot of contact, kicks it back out to Bickford. Pennington wanting a 3-second violation and finally gets the travel called. And it's 16-6 still, and Lake Hamilton will get the basketball again.
Yeah, Coach Pennington was correct in his call. Hagen kind of pitched a tent and camped down there in the lane, and you know that's where Hagen's learning his new role here as a post player of working in and out of there. It's going to be a growth, but once again, it's moving into the conference
as
time.
We have a bench warning on Lake Hamilton. Scotty Pennington is, I think, the official here. I mean, kind of understandably so. I mean, from his point of view.
Yeah, he was right in his call. He's just wanting
sticking up for his players. Even up 10 points. I mean, that's Lake Hamilton has the ball now, cross half court. Kick to the top of the key. Now to the right side. Zane Pennington kicks it out to his brother. Three-pointer on the way off the back of the iron. Offensive rebound by Ty Robinson. Robinson missed it. Robinson the offensive rebound, and a jump ball is going to be called. It's going to go to Lake Hamilton. 29.5 remaining as Robert Dover will come back in. He'll replace Braden Dewey. 16-6 our score. 29.5 seconds remaining. Lake Hamilton will throw in as it's sent over to Pennington. Zane Pennington back to his brother Zach. Zach's going to pull up. Deep two on the way. Rattle around, won't go. Offensive rebound by Lake Hamilton, but it's battered around, knocked off of Lake Hamilton. It'll go back to Mountain Home. 21.8 remaining. Ryder McLean will throw in. A little extended pressure by Lake Hamilton.
So it's going to be the Bombers' ball here to start the second quarter. See if we can get a shot right here, cut into the lead, and then get the ball coming out and see if we can score there and make a 2-for-1 possession here.
Blaine Tate tried to throw it far up ahead to Hagen Robb, but it goes out of bounds. 8.2 remaining. Lake Hamilton will have the basketball again. 16-6 our score. As it's in to Zach Pennington. Pennington to the far side. Great pass to Zane Pennington. Zane back to Ty Robinson. 3 at the buzzer. Won't go. And that'll do it for the first quarter of action. So the Bombers find themselves trailing 16-6 here at the end of the first quarter. We'll take a short little break and bring you the second quarter of action. You're listening to Bomber Basketball, Classic Hits 101.7 and watching on the Bomber Sports Network.
For over 50 years, Harold Tucker Auto Parts has been serving the Twin Lakes area. Thank you, Twin Lakes area. See Harold Tucker Auto Parts for parts both foreign and domestic, from parts for automobiles to parts for mowers. They have custom-built hydraulic hoses and welding supplies, too. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30. Harold Tucker Auto Parts, your bumper-to-bumper auto specialist for over 50 years. Family-owned and 4 generations strong. Harold Tucker Auto Parts, proud to sponsor the Mountain Home Bombers. 810 South Street, Mountain Home, 425-5040.
It's time for families to enjoy the school sports scene once again. Everyone from Knox Orthopedics at number 3 Medical Plaza wishes our many area athletes not only a winning season, but an injury-free season as well. If the unexpected should occur, however, Knox Orthopedics' 4 highly qualified orthopedists, Drs. Knox, Rawls, McConnell, and Franklin, can evaluate, diagnose, and successfully treat your injuries to get you back doing what you love sooner rather than later. Yes, they can fix that. Check them out at knoxorthopedics.com.
Are you building a new house, not sure where the property lines are? Strider Consulting can help. They're a civil engineering and land surveying firm located at 1029 Highway 201 north of Mountain Home. With over 23 years in the business, Strider Consulting has the experience and expertise to bring your project to life. Visit strider.consulting to see their full list of services and request your quote today. Strider Consulting is a proud supporter of Mountain Home Bombers athletics. Strider Consulting, engineering our future.
United Country Real Estate of Mountain Home is the largest seller of rural real estate in the United States. With United Country, you'll find trust and integrity integral parts of their high standards. As a seller, you'll benefit from United Country's unique and proven marketing system. You owe it to yourself to call the #1 team in the nation today at 425-3820. United Country Real Estate, proud supporters of our Mountain Home Bombers.
White River Materials has earned a reputation for producing industry-leading, high-quality results. They have the experience and equipment to perform each project quickly, safely, and cost-efficiently. Privately owned and operated, White River Materials prides themselves in quality work with the customer's best interest in mind. If you need limestone or concrete products or someone to do the job correctly the first time, give White River Materials a call today at 425-3431 or 425-4510.
ASC Warranty is proud to support the Mountain Home Bombers. ASC Warranty provides dealers with vehicle protection plans for any vehicle in their inventory. ASC Warranty's greatest assets are the people that make up the ASC team. The work ethic and dedication to consistently superior services provided by all of their employees are second to none. ASC Warranty is proud to say the Bombers have the same values. ASC Warranty is one of your biggest fans. They will be cheering you on every step of the way. Go Bombers!
Baxter Regional Medical Center is now Baxter Health. When it comes to health and healing, there's no place like home. At Baxter Health, providing compassionate care beyond measure is their mission, because when it feels like home, it heals like home. The Baxter Health team has proudly supported modern athletics since 1963 and are privileged to continue that tradition for the 2022-23 season. Go Bombers from Baxter Health.
There is no one that knows the Twin Lakes area better than a local realtor. Local realtors know all the best neighborhoods. A local realtor can find the best properties that fit into your local search criteria and when it comes to real estate. Baxter Real Estate Company is the name all locals know. As part of the Twin Lakes community, Baxter Real Estate Company has local realtors who not only love this area, but truly know it too. When you need a real estate company, you need Baxter Real Estate Company, the Twin Lakes area's best choice for local realtors.
Hi, this is Big Box Brad, inviting you to come see us at Brad's Big Box Emporium.
Brad, we've gone over this before. You're not a big box store.
I mean, we have so many big TVs and big grills here, and they all come in big boxes.
Still not a big box store.
Folks, come see our Traeger grills, Vision grills, and the huge Samsung TVs and our other big boxes.
Just give them the website, Brad.
BigBoxBrad.com.
No.
Okay. Brad'sTV.com. Next to Walmart, Mountain Home.
Bickford with it now.
Community banking means investing in our community.
As it's dumped down to Dover. Dover rallying around, gets the hook shot to go.
Johnny on the spot, right? Just in the right spot, right time. Ball got kicked around a few times. Dover's able to pick it up, and all of a sudden you see him come up with a wide open layup.
Three-pointer on the way, left it long, and it's picked up by Tate. 18-10 our score. Bombers hanging around in this one. Tate, good crossover move, gives it to McLean in the corner. Now he's going to put it on the floor. McLean pulls up, 15-footer off the window. Whistle and a foul. Believe it's going to go on Lake Hamilton. Swept him away. There's an intentional grounding signal again.
They got Dewey there. Is trying to sweep.
Oh,
away.
really?
Yeah,
okay.
Trying to get to the offensive board there.
But Dewey was the one that fell, so that's interesting to me.
Yeah.
So, well, either way, 6:18 to go. First half. Lake Hamilton with the basketball. That is Dewey's first foul. Fourth team foul for the Bombers. Four different Bombers with one foul. McLean, Dewey, Tate, and Dover with a foul. Mountain Home with some extended pressure. Looks like a I couldn't really tell. It looked like a 1-3-1. Now it looks like a 1-3-1 in the half court.
like a little diamond kind of pressure that they put with a man up front. You know, kind of a 1-2-1.
It's kind of speed them up.
Yeah.
As it's dumped down to Patrick, and Gasso gets the layup to go. Good ball movement by Lake Hamilton. Leads back to double digits.
That's what you see when you got experienced guards like Hamilton does. They've seen it before. They know how to attack it, and got the ball to the middle, and nice little kick out pass to Gasso there for the layup.
Bickford back to Uchman. Uchman almost lost the handle. He picks it up, gives it back up top to McGee Harris. Harris with the basketball back to Bickford. Bickford gets the screen from Hagen Robb. Bickford skips to the far side. Uchman. Uchman picks up his dribble, lost it. It's turned over. Here comes Zach Pennington. Zach Pennington weaves through traffic. Going to pull up a little free throw line jumper. Rattle around. That one wouldn't go. Dover rattled it back to Bickford. Bickford met by a double team, picks up his dribble. Now going to push it ahead to Uchman as this one is knocked away. Lake Hamilton coming on the other end. Left the layup short. It's an offensive rebound back to Lake Hamilton. Robinson thought about the three. He's going to put it on the deck, guarded by Dover. Robinson goes to the spin move, turnaround. Now it's sent down to Hurley, and Lake Hamilton's going to reset. Robinson driving inside off the window, good.
We got a good quick step there by Robinson, didn't he?
Yep, and it's timeout. Mountain Home's going to call one. 5:01 remaining here in this first half of action. It's their second timeout. We'll take one with them. You're listening to Bomber Basketball on Classic Hits 101.7 and watching live on the Bomber Sports Network.
United Country Real Estate of Mountain Home is the largest seller of rural real estate in the United States. With United Country, you'll find trust and integrity, integral parts of their high standards. As a seller, you'll benefit from United Country's unique and proven marketing system. You owe it to yourself to call the #1 team in the nation today at 425-3820. United Country Real Estate, proud supporters of our Mountain Home Bombers.
White River Material.
Back here in Branson, Bombers down 12 with 5 minutes to go in this first half. Got a little raggedy there as there were two straight turnovers that led to buckets for Lake Hamilton, as Mountain Home did cut it to single digits.
Yeah, you know, Lake Hamilton, they're long and athletic, and they know how to use their body around the rims here, and they've scored on some shots that probably have not fallen on opponents that Mountain Home has seen in the past.
So Mountain Home with the basketball once again. 4:54 to go in the first half. Bickford, couple crossover dribbles. Brings it back to this side. Screen by Dover. Picks up his dribble now between the circles to Muggs. Over to Braxton Carson. Braxton's going to drive. Skip pass. Tried to get to Bickford. Left it a little short, and it's turned over. Zach Pennington, a hesitation move. Kicks it out to the left side. Easton Hurley for three. Won't go. A whistle, and it looks like it'll be displacement against Patrick Ngassa. And it'll be Mountain Home basketball.
Yeah, Braxton Carson, good job there, boxing out. You know, it's not always that somebody can go or displacement over the back, or some call it, but they don't always call it unless you make contact as a defensive player there trying to box out, and Braxton did a good job with that.
So Mountain Home with the basketball. They'll be in the bonus the rest of this first half. Bickford back to McGee Harris. Muggs, couple crossover dribbles. Tried to get a screen from Dover, but rejected it. Kicks it out. Bickford, top of the key, three on the way. It's good.
Great
and
pass
the lead's
there
back down to single digits.
Great pass there by McGee, able to kind of step into that three right there.
22-13 our score now. Lake Hamilton with the lead. Mountain Home hanging around here. Halfway through this second quarter of action.
Sorry, Doug. You gotta be happy with this. Where you're at. I know you've kind of let them go on some runs, but we are hanging around, and it's going to start on the defensive end.
And as you say that, again, the announcer's jinx, a turnover for Mountain Home. Mountain Home pushing ahead. Bickford with the basketball. Bickford bounces it back to Braxton Carson between the circles. Bickford thought about the three-pointer, pulls up 15-footer, left that one short. Dover almost got a hand on it. But Ty Robinson pushing ahead for Lake Hamilton. Robinson driving against Robb. A whistle and a foul counted and one.
Robinson just taking the ball to the hole and just using his body and creating contact and then giving space with his body and going ahead and finishing.
So the lead is back over double digits now. Ryder McLean will come in for McGee Harris. Robert Dover also exits the game. Braden Dewey returns. As a three-point play by Robinson is good. As Kobaninski will come in for Kai Bickford.
You've got a lot of I say youth, not really youth. You got some juniors, inexperience in the varsity level, and I think you're showing right now for the Bombers with Lake Hamilton's speed and quickness. But this is a good experience for them. This is how you learn right here.
The ball was almost turned over, but Mountain Home got it back. As now it's turned over, Inskeep threw it away. As it's pushed ahead, McLean almost got a hand on it. Pennington pushing it ahead. Zach Pennington. Now it's over to Ty Robinson. Robinson steps into a three, steps to his left actually, as it's rebounded by Hagen Robb, who chins the basketball. Great job by Robb. Ahead to McLean now. 25-13 our score. McLean, ball is lost, was ripped away by Carson, but it's got back to Lake Hamilton, and not a good foul by Ryder McLean there.
No, I think it was a frustration foul. He turned the ball over in the backcourt and then saw the shot going up, tried to get back and block, and ended up with his body after the bucket was already shot.
So 3 minutes exactly left in this first half. 27-13 our score. As Ryder McLean will exit the game. Blaine Tate will come back in. And the free throw is good. And it is now 28-13 now. Easton Hurley completes the three-point play. Ball's into Inskeep. Inskeep pushes ahead to Tate. Bombers have some numbers here. Tate dumps it down to Hagen Robb. Down to Braden Dewey. Good pass by Robb there.
Yeah, really good passing right there. Hit the middle of the floor. Blaine hit Hagen. Hagen with a good whereabouts at him to dump it back to Dewey, who's running the floor.
Lake Hamilton with the ball again. 2:40 to go here in the first half. Couple crossover dribbles against Inskeep. Great job by Inskeep. Keeps Zach Pennington in front of him, and a whistle and a 5-second call. We've seen a lot of 5-second calls up here.
Yeah, they are, I guess that's something too without the shot clock up here that, that's a way to stop the ball is to go out there and play good hard-nosed defense, yeah.
So Braxton Carson will throw in. Coben Inskeep will walk it up now. It's like a 1-3-1 now by Lake Hamilton. As it's dumped down to Carson, almost lost it. Carson tried to get it to Dewey, but there was a man there waiting for it.
An offside pass there. If Braxton could have saw it just about a half second earlier, he had Hagen flashing to the basket.
Blaine Tate now up to Braxton Carson. Braxton's going to take a couple crossover dribbles. Now bring it back up. Send it back to the Blaine Tate between the circles. Robb working hard in the post. Now he sets the screen for Blaine Tate. Tate kicks it back to Carson. Carson dribbling through traffic. Lost the ball, a whistle, and a jump ball. It's going to go to Lake Hamilton.
This is something too with the experience that the Bombers are going to get. Right there, Braxton had a step-in three. He pump faked and tried to put the ball on the floor. It ended up in a turnover for the Bombers. We talk about good shots, great shots, better shots, okay shots. When you're playing a team like Lake Hamilton with their length and their speed, if you have an opening for a step-in three, that's a great shot.
Yeah.
Right. You gotta know. I don't know if I'm gonna get much better than this on this possession, and you gotta step in and take that shot. And I think that's what you'll see Coach Fulcher down here, Coach Morris talking with him about is like, you gotta learn who you're playing and know who you're playing.
So Braxton Carson will exit the ball game. Kai Bigford in now. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Bombers down 13 as Lake Hamilton has the basketball. Zane Pennington walking it up, or actually this is Ty Robinson. Robinson back to Zane Pennington. Back to Robinson. Robinson back to Pennington. Both Penningtons on the floor. Zane gets it to his brother Ty, or Zach, excuse me. Now it's bounced to the near side, working against Hagen Robb. Ball was almost turned over. Robinson's going to drive baseline, met by two Bombers. A deep three on the way from Zach Pennington. This one rattle around and won't go. Dewey comes up with the rebound. He's got to save it, gets it right to Hagen Robb, who gives it to Coben Inskeep.
It looked like Dewey's going to save the ball to Lake Hamilton, and all of a sudden you saw Hagen's arms come out of nowhere and grab that ball. Good job.
Hagen's a big old boy. And speaking of that, as gives it out, Blaine Tate, three on the way. Won't go, left it short, and it's rebounded to Lake Hamilton. 70 seconds to go in this first half. Robinson driving. Met by two Bombers and counted in a foul. Oh my goodness, what a play.
Yeah, it's just body control and getting the ball up. That's you make shots like that just by playing around in the gym, being in the gym and throwing the ball up, seeing what type of spin it gets off the backboard, and great play.
I mean, outside of not fouling, I don't know how you could have defended that one much better.
You really couldn't.
I mean, Dewey did get beat by a step, but Hagen stepped up pretty good. I mean, he shot that from the third hash mark. As the free throw, this one is missed, rebounded by Blaine Tate. Tate with the basketball, weaving through traffic, picks up his dribble, has it at his waist, met by two Lake Hamilton Wolves, dumped down Braden Dewey with the layup, and that one is good.
Good find there, good finish there by Dewey.
So under a minute to go here, Lake Hamilton with the basketball, as Zane Pennington gives it to Ty Robinson. Robinson to the far side, Aiden Hughes is new into the ball game. Zach Pennington driving, dumps it down. That was to Ngasa. Now it's back to this side. Zane Pennington back to Ty Robinson. Robinson looked like there was a lot of contact. Coach Fulcher wanted to travel, but Bombers come up with the ball anyway. Bickford back to Inskeep. Bombers might hold for the final shot here.
I think with this defense, you take the best shot that you can get right here, I think, you know.
Blaine Tate, he wants a long three. It's off the back of the iron. Dewey swiped at it, couldn't get it. 10 seconds to go now. Robinson over to Zach Pennington. Pennington with the mismatch now has Dover on him. Down to 5 seconds, down to 4, down to 3, down to 2. Shot at the horn won't go, and the Bombers will find themselves trailing by 13 as we head into halftime. So 30-17 our score. Bombers trail as we head to the halftime break. We'll have the Central Heating and Cooling halftime show here in just a moment. You're listening to Bomber Basketball Classic Hits 101.7 and watching on the Bomber Sports Network.
Dylan.
We're back here with the Central Heating and Cooling halftime show. Bombers trailing 30-17 right now against one of the favorites in Class 5A this year, Lake Hamilton. We'll check stats here in just a moment. We have 3 special guests here at halftime. We have Cameron Mullen, Amelia Rucker, and Lauren Waymeyer. Girls, how are you?
Good. We're doing great.
All right, sweet. Cameron?
Amazing.
So Coach Leonard mentioned this today. He said, I think what he said basically to make it sound nice, said even though you guys won by 40, your defense sucked yesterday. Do you guys think you guys did a lot better on the defensive end today?
Yes, definitely.
How so?
Our press was a lot better today, and we were not hugging today.
Our help across was a lot better, which he was proud of.
Absolutely. Cameron, what about you?
I agree with both of them.
You agree? Do you even know what they said?
Yes.
Okay. What'd they say?
That our defense was better.
I mean, can you tell us why it was? Can you give us a reason?
We did better on our help side defense. We did better on our on-ball defense. We did good rebounding. We had some good
You did some good things today. You think Coach Leonard will be pleased with that performance today?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, sweet. Again, it's halftime here in Branson, Missouri. You know, you guys have had 2 good wins so far. You're off to a 4-2 start. Pretty good start. You know, you 3 are leading the charge here. What's it like leading some of these pups out here? There's a lot of sophomores on this bunch. What's it like every day in practice leading these guys?
Well, they're pretty smart, so it's not that hard.
Yes, it's pretty easy because
they're pretty good.
Intelligent with basketball. So.
Yes, I agree. They're easy to get along with.
Again, it's looking like a good season for you guys. Lake Hamilton's always a pretty solid team. You guys get a chance to play for a championship tomorrow. What does that mean for you guys?
It means a better start to the season than we've had. So it's exciting.
I agree with Amelia.
It's super exciting.
It is really exciting. A lot of people back home, you know, the boys have started off 4-1. They've had some good wins this year. You guys have had good wins. You've had 2 close losses. You're a couple bounces of the ball away from being undefeated this year, but you guys are starting to click. What are some goals that Coach Leonard has laid out for you guys here in non-conference to prepare you for January and February?
to make a lot of shots, get a certain amount of shots up in each night, just get better each game.
To perfect our press so it's really effective come conference.
Yeah, we've been working on our press a lot more and getting better at that.
I mean, it's a whole new ball game this year with the shot clock. How hard has it been to adjust to playing with a shot clock versus your whole life, you know, not having to worry about it, just trying to find the best shot that you can, but now you got 35 seconds to figure it out. How much has that changed the thought process and how you approach the game this year?
It's changed a little bit, but I like it because you get rewarded a lot better on defense.
I think it's helped us out a lot, like to speed up our game and not hold the ball a lot. So
yeah, it was definitely hard to get used to, but we got used to it pretty quick, and I think it's helped us out.
Well, I mean, you guys are pretty good at this interview stuff. Coach Leonard he just tells us his life story, but I appreciate you guys for keeping it short and sweet. And anything else you guys want to add? You know, you got one more thing before we go. You know, you got Branson tomorrow. If you win that game, you get to leave with a trophy. So what's the preparation going to look like for tomorrow, if you had to guess?
Don't turn the ball over.
I think he's going to show us some film clips tonight, so we'll see what he has to say.
Yeah, we're not sure yet.
But you'll find out that if I had to guess, you know, they play later. I bet you guys would watch them and, you know, take some notes, get the old notepad out, wouldn't you say? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're about to head to another break here. You guys got anything else you want to talk about, or anyone you want to say hi to back home? Anyone watching? This is your chance. This is your anyone listening or watching? No. Nobody? Lauren, I know you got the whole big family watching back home. No, you want to say hi to, you know, Michael or Billy or?
Watching, so no.
Well, I mean, they could. You never know. Cameron?
I don't know.
Girls, I really appreciate you guys. Fun watching y'all play. Good job today.
Thank you.
All right, that's been the Central Heating and Cooling halftime show. We're going to check some stats again for you real quick. Pleased to have those three with us there in that halftime break. Braden Dewey with 6 points, 3 for Kai Bickford, 2 for Blaine Tate, and 4 for Robert Dover. On the other side of the ball, tell you what, Ty Robinson's been tearing it up. He has 13 points in this first half, nearly half the points for Lake Hamilton. 2 points for Easton Hurley. Patrick Ngasa has another 2 points. Zach Pennington has 11 himself, and LeBron Christian has 2 points on his own. Well, that's going to do it for the Central Heating and Cooling halftime show. Central Heating and Cooling, where comfort exceeds expectation. We appreciate you guys listening, and we're going to take a short little break. You're listening to Bomber Basketball, Classic Hits 101.7, and watching on the Bomber Sports Network.
Are you building a new house, not sure where the property lines are? Strider Consulting can help. They're a civil engineering and land surveying firm located at 1029 Highway 201 north of Mountain Home. With over 23 years in the business, Strider Consulting has the experience and expertise to bring your project to life. Visit Strider.consulting to see their full list of services and request your quote today. Strider Consulting is a proud supporter of Mountain Home Bombers athletics. Strider Consulting, engineering our future.
United Country Real Estate of Mountain Home is the largest seller of rural real estate in the United States. With United Country, you'll find trust and integrity, integral parts of their high standards. As a seller, you'll benefit from United Country's unique and proven marketing system. You owe it to yourself to call the #1 team in the nation today at 425-3820. United Country Real Estate, proud supporters of our Mountain Home Bombers.
Probably on the way out.
White River Materials has earned a reputation for producing industry-leading high-quality results. They have the experience and equipment to perform each project quickly, safely, and cost-efficiently. Privately owned and operated, White River Materials prides themselves in quality work with the customer's best interest in mind. If you need limestone or concrete products or someone to do the job correctly the first time, give White River Materials a call today at 425-3431 or 425-4510.
ASC Warranty is proud to support the Mountain Home Bombers. ASC Warranty provides dealers with vehicle protection plans for any vehicle in their inventory. ASC Warranty's greatest assets are the people that make up the ASC team. The work ethic and dedication to consistently superior services provided by all of their employees are second to none. ASC Warranty is proud to say the Bombers have the same values. ASC Warranty is one of your biggest fans. They will be cheering you on every step of the way. Go Bombers!
Baxter Regional Medical Center is now Baxter Health. When it comes to health and healing, there's no place like home. At Baxter Health, providing compassionate care beyond measure is their mission, because when it feels like home, it heals like home. The Baxter Health team has proudly supported Bomber athletics since 1963 and are privileged to continue that tradition for the 2022-23 season. Go Bombers from Baxter Health.
There is no one that knows the Twin Lakes area better than a local realtor. Local realtors know all the best neighborhoods. A local realtor can find the best properties that fit into your local search criteria and when it comes to real estate. Baxter Real Estate Company is the name all locals know. As part of the Twin Lakes community, Baxter Real Estate Company has local realtors who not only love this area, but truly know it too. When you need a
So it was Ty. Yeah, he was. Yep. So Ty Robinson with another bucket. He's got 15, as the lead is back to 15. Bickford with the basketball between the circles now. Sprung to the far side as there's a whistle on a 5-second call forced by LeBron Christian.
Ref was quick on that 5-second call, but he was on the first half too, so he's consistent on both ways.
That's something I can appreciate.
You bet.
So Lake Hamilton will have the basketball. They're now moving from right to left in front of us here and on your screen at home if you're watching. Dump down to Robinson, mid-post. Robinson, good spin move over McLean. Counted and one. Hey, what, Ty Robinson's got a full bag of tricks, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's doing a really good job. You see him scoring all multiple different ways, and just a really good player.
So it's going to be a Ryder McLean. That'll be his third foul. As the and one is good, and it's 35-17. Ball gets into Dewey. McLean's going to bring it up the floor now. Over to Bickford on the near side. Skip pass ahead, try to get it to Muggs, and it's turned over. Christian, a whistle, and
called an offensive foul right here.
Didn't see what they call. I know they call offensive foul. So.
Yeah, they got. I think what was happening
is push off probably.
Yeah, I think Charter Harris was trying to throw the ball. He jumped up in the air to throw the ball, and Ryder saw it coming, and Ryder just stood his ground, and as Charter landed, bam, he ran into Ryder. Player control foul there.
Yeah, it's him being out of control, so Coach Scotty Pennington, pleading his case for it, but.
I think his argument is, hey, my player's got to have room to come down. He can't stand underneath him. But under the goal, if they jump, they don't have to have room to come down.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's the same principles as, if someone's going up for a shot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
So it's bounced down to Bickford. Bickford to the far side. McLean to three on the way. Gets it to go. What a tough shot.
Yeah, you see great play on the defensive end. Turn around to an open shot on the offensive end.
35-20 our score now. Good shot by McLean. As it's pushed ahead, Lake Hamilton now running offense in the half court. As this was Christian, back to the left side, down to Hurley. Hurley has it now, back to Christian, to far side, Zach Pennington, back to Christian, who's going to go into the middle of the paint, kicks it back out to Pennington, dump down to Robinson. Good ball movement by the Wolves, as they got a hand on it. Lake Hamilton is going to let it go, and it's going to stay with Lake Hamilton out of bounds in front of the Bomber bench.
Yeah, you watch Lake Hamilton's ball movement, it's a quick, decisive pass from side to side, making the Bomber defense work.
So 6:09 to go here in the third quarter here. 15-point game now. As Christian has it. Christian driving against Hagen Robb. Three-pointer from Zach Pennington is good. Zach Pennington starting to heat up. That's his third three of the ball game. He's got 11 points, and it's 38-20 Lake Hamilton.
And that's one thing, Pennington there. He knows his role. He's sitting out there. He's a great player for Lake Hamilton. And, any player, young player, listen, that's the thing is you don't have to be it on every single play. Know your role, and when it's your turn, step up and do your job well, just like Pennington did there.
Bickford running the offense now is going to slice into the middle of the defense, dumps it down to Dewey mid-post. Dewey's going to turn around, shoot a little 10-footer, won't go. Rebounded right to Lake Hamilton. It is to Easton Hurley. Hurley pushing ahead to LeBron Christian. A lot of contact, a whistle, and a foul. Hagen Robb with the foul. I believe he did. He didn't get his hands up in time. And That'll be 2 shots for Lake Hamilton. Trying to figure out who Hogan Ross is that the announcer just called. Hogan Ross. It's close, you know. Both his parents are here, so. Let's see, the first free throw is good. 39-20 now.
That's one thing to learn here watching this game, and I think hopefully, you know, what you talked about, the kind of lack of experience in varsity moments is the way Lake Hamilton is going at the chest of the Bomber defenders in the paint. They're going in there and creating that contact, and then that creates separation, allowing them to get a shot.
As the second free throw is missed, Inskeep with the ball now as it gets across the timeline. A lot of contact from behind. Dewey comes up with it. More contact. Dewey's going to shoot the free throw line. Jumper got it to go. Great job by Dewey. Take his time there.
Yep, he was kind of in the middle of getting fouled a little bit, kind of getting beat around incidental contact. Took his time and made the shot.
Tell you what, Zach Pennington just hit another deep three. That was pretty well defended there, and it's a 20-point game once again.
Yeah, these are those perimeter shots we talked about earlier. They're starting to fall for Lake Hamilton here in the second half.
Tate looking for someone, gets it across the timeline now to Dewey. He's met by a double team back to Tate. Tate's going to drive inside, dump it down to Dover. Dover, the reverse layup, good.
Yeah, good body control there by Dover.
And it's a timeout. Mountain Home's going to call it. 42-24 our score, 4:38 to go here in the third quarter. We'll take one with them. You're listening to Bomber Basketball Classic Hits 101.7 and watching on the Bomber Sports Network.
Hi, this is Big Box Brad, inviting you to come see us at Brad's Big Box Emporium.
Brad, we've gone over this before. You're not a big box store.
I mean, we have so many big TVs and big grills here, and they all come in big boxes.
Still not a big box store.
Folks, come see our Traeger grills, Vision grills, and the huge Samsung TVs and our other big boxes.
Just give them the website, Brad.
BigBoxBrad.com.
No.
Okay. Brad'sTV.com, next to Walmart, Mountain Home.
Branson, Missouri, second day of the Branson Battle of the Border. The Lady Bombers did come up with a victory earlier, 59-46. They'll play for a championship tomorrow. You can catch that game here on the Bomber Sports Network and Classic Hits 101.7 and KTLO.com. And you can catch the boys' game. They will play afterwards. They'll be the late games tomorrow night as they'll take on the host Branson Pirates and Lady Pirates. As it's 4:36 to go here in the third quarter, Lake Hamilton with the basketball. Zach Pennington back to Ty Robinson. Back to Pennington. Robinson again. Bombers in a 2-3 zone now, looks like. A little extended 2-3 zone. As it's sent down to Charter Harris working against Dover. Good defense by Dover. Back to Christian. Christian driving along the baseline. The reverse layup. Didn't hit anything. Almost a pass pretty much to Charter Harris. Harris was right there. Johnny on the spot with the layup. And it's a 20-point game once again. Blaine Tate with the basketball. Now between the circles. Going to dribble in the middle of the paint at the nail head. Back to Inskeep. Screen from Dover. Inskeep's going to drive. Picks up his dribble. A lot of contact. A whistle. And a double dribble is called. Good defense by Lake Hamilton, it looked like.
Yeah, they bellied up there on Coben. Coben, you know, he took that ball to the middle of the paint there and picked up his dribble. And he's kind of leaning forward. And as he was going, kind of dropped that ball again, creating that double dribble call.
Ty Robinson now. Back to Christian, over the far side. Three-pointer on the way, rattle around, won't go. Robinson there for the offensive rebound. Zach Pennington's hit 2 already this quarter, won't go. Offensive rebound to Lake Hamilton. Now Ty Robinson, back to Pennington again for another 3. Missed 2 in a row there. Another offensive rebound, 4 straight. Pennington's gonna load up another 3, missed that one. Another offensive rebound for Lake Hamilton, and there's gonna be a whistle and a foul.
That's Robinson saying, I want the ball. He kept, what, three possessions alive right there going and getting rebounds.
So 3 new Bombers will check in. Hagen Robb, Braxton Carson, Levi Uchman. They will enter the ball game. 3:21 to go. 20-point game. Lake Hamilton will throw in under their own basket. Finally gets it in to Ty Robinson. Robinson going to drive. Good crossover dribble. Braxton Carson on him like a cheap suit. Now driving toward the middle of the floor. The shot is blocked by Hagen Robb. Rebounded by Dewey. Stolen out of his hands by Zane Pennington. Pennington and Dewey going after it. A whistle, and I believe they're going to call a foul, which going for a loose ball.
Yeah, Dewey kind of grabbed him and kind of pulled him away as he was diving for that loose ball there. Correct call there by the official.
So 4th team foul for Mountain Home, second for Braden Dewey. 3:08 to go in this third quarter. Fast for third quarter so far. As it's set to Ty Robinson. Robinson along the baseline, hand in his face. Good defense by Braxton Carson. As there's a whistle and a jump ball, it's going to stay with Lake Hamilton. So Lake Hamilton will have the ball back once again. Good. Tell you what, Ty Robinson's all over the place.
He is. He is a man that wants the ball right now, and he's letting it be known. You know, you can be the best player on the floor and not have the most points. I'm sure
he does have the most points.
He does, but I mean, in the last this quarter, I don't know that he's might have had 2 points, maybe 4.
He's got 4 points, but you hadn't noticed that Zach Pennington's the one taking over. But
once again, Robinson is the best man on the floor right now, even though he's not scoring and not doing. He is keeping his team on the offensive end by going and getting rebounds, and you know that's what it's about. If you're the best player, you do it on all aspects of the game, and that's what he's doing right now.
So Blaine Tate will exit the ball game. Braxton Carson to throw in. Looking, gets it to Bickford as it'll go out of bounds. Lake Hamilton touched it last, and Mountain Home will get the ball back on the sideline this time. Carson will throw into Bickford. Bickford with the basketball, 2:55 to go in this third quarter of action here. Bickford picks up his dribble, back to Dewey. To the far side, Braxton Carson. Carson into Rob. Good move by Hagan. Rob off the window, good. Good patience by Rob.
Yeah, kind of turn to the inside, pump fake, and then rip underneath and go score on the left-handed layup. As Hagan's going to be glad to see that ball go through. He's had a couple shots that great moves like that just didn't finish, and he finished that one.
So 44-26 our score. Swung to the far side, Ty Robinson. Robinson now. Back to Christian. Looked like he shuffled his feet, dumps it down. A lot of contact. No call there. Looked like Rob fouled him, but they let it go. It was good defense by Rob then.
Yeah, I think they could have called a walk before. He kind of caught it and took a couple little steps. And
this one's turned over. Lake Hamilton pushing ahead. Christian driving to the rim. Good little Euro step. Change of pace there. And it's a 20-point ball game once again.
Yeah, great body control there by Christian on that.
2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Braxton Carson met by a double team. He's going to pick up his dribble, a whistle, and a timeout is called. The Bombers have 2 left. Now they have 1 left. We'll take one with them. It is 46-26. Lake Hamilton on top. You're listening to Bomber Basketball, Classic Hits 101.7, and watching on the Bomber Sports Network.
Hi, this is Big Box Brad, inviting you to come see us at Brad's Big Box Emporium.
Brad, we've gone over this before. You're not a big box store.
I mean, we have so many big TVs and big grills here, and they all come in big boxes.
Still not a big box store.
Folks, come see our Traeger grills, Vision grills, and the huge Samsung TVs and our other big boxes.
Just give them the website, Brad.
BigBoxBrad.com.
No.
Okay. Brad'sTV.com, next to Walmart, Mountain Home.
Community banking means investing in our community. At Centennial Bank, we invest our time and energy in helping our friends and neighbors grow, explore possibilities, and achieve their dreams. We proudly sponsor the student athletes of the Mountain Home Bombers. So whether you're in the game or in the stands, we support the things that mean the most to you because you mean the most to us. We're Centennial Bank, Arkansas's community bank. Member FDIC.
Back here in Branson, 1 timeout remaining for the ball game for Mountain Home. As Kai Bickford, a couple crossover dribbles, bounce to the right side to Ryder McLean. Back to Bickford. Bickford, a couple crossover dribbles again. Now between the circles, almost stepped on the half-court stripe. Back to McGee Harris. McGee, good crossover move, gets mid-range. Back to Dewey. Dewey had it thrown at his feet and it's turned over. Minute 25 to go. Rob all over him as it's knocked out. Ty Robinson has plenty of time to shoot this one, and he hits it.
Yeah, once again on the offensive end for the Bombers there, McGee Harris had a nice little pull-up mid-range jumper there. That's where you learn. That's a great shot against this Lake Hamilton pressure defense.
Minute 6 to go now. McLean driving along the baseline, and a lot of contact. It's blocked by Robinson, and it's turned over. Give it right back. Kai Bickford goes up and gets this one. McLean wants the 3, missed it long, and it's rebounded by Charter Harris, and a foul's going to be called, I believe, on Ryder McLean.
Yeah, Ryder hit that shot down there. He thought it was going in. He kind of started going back down on the defensive end. If he'd have followed his shot, it would have bounced right back to him. He could have went in for a layup there.
As McGee Harris will exit the ball game. As Blaine Tate's back in. 50 seconds to go in this third quarter here. Bombers down 23 as it skipped over to the left side. 40 seconds to go. Robinson, little hook shot, won't go. Rebound to McLean. Ryder McLean pushing ahead. Kick to Bickford into Dewey. Dewey, little hook shot, gets it to go.
Yeah, nice offense there by the Bombers. I think the ball hit the floor maybe twice going down through there.
As the horn went off for some reason, and everyone just stopped.
And now the clock's not stopped.
The clock hasn't stopped either, so. So a little stoppage of play here. Brayton Dewey's the first Bomber in double figures here. Could it have been an injury timeout? Because they're letting him sub unless he had blood on him. It's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
I mean,
if they should.
I don't know if they. If there's blood on him, they could have
right.
But I don't know why the horn went off. Is my thing.
Yeah, I don't either.
So they added time back for whatever reason. 23 seconds to go in this third quarter. Ron Christian with the ball now, guarded by Tate, and a whistle and a timeout. Yeah. Scotty Pennington wants to talk. He'll take a timeout. We'll take one with him. You're listening to Bomber Basketball Classic Hits 101.7 and on the Bomber Sports Network. Bombers trailing 49-21, 16.1 left here in this third quarter.
White River Materials has earned a reputation for producing industry-leading, high-quality results. They have the experience and equipment to perform each project quickly, safely, and cost-efficiently. Privately owned and operated, White River Materials prides themselves in quality work with the customer's best interest in mind. If you need limestone or concrete products or someone to do the job correctly the first time, give White River Materials a call today at 425-3431 or 425-4510.
Back here in Branson, 49-28 our score now, 16.1 remaining.
You know, Mountain Home, they're just going to have to kind of build on this right here. Get a good defensive stop. We get the ball to start the second half, or fourth quarter here. You know, so if we can get a stop, and this is where you grow. This is where you grow for your conference season. You know, we talk about that. I know I talk about it a lot, but that's what's important. You know, these coaches who do this for a living, they know a win in December, it means something, but it doesn't mean as much as a win in February or January, and that's what you're building for right now.
So Mountain Home trailing 49-28, 16.1 to go here in this third quarter. Glad you could be here with us this afternoon in Branson on the Bomber Sports Network and Classic Hits 101.7. Zach Pennington dribbles it across the timeline down to 10 seconds. Swung to the corner, Zach Pennington now. Down to 6, down to 5, Robinson in the corner. Down to 3, good spin move into the paint, a whistle, counted and one.
Yeah, it looked like the play that Coach Pennington drew up was let's get Robinson the ball and let him do his thing.
You know, it seems like the preferred spot he likes it is along the baseline there, kind of 15 feet out.
Yeah, he does. He likes that. But when you're multiple with this game like that, you can take it to the hole, you can pull up on the shot. That kind of gives you options.
So 51-28 our score now. The free throw is missed. It's rebounded, and a shot at the horn by Lake Hamilton as they got it back is missed, and that'll do it for the third quarter. So your score, Lake Hamilton 51, Mountain Home 28, as we have, I don't know what the whistle was for.
Sideline warning here on Coach Fulcher.
Sideline warning for Mountain Home as we'll go to the break. We'll bring you the fourth quarter of action. You're listening to Bomber Basketball Classic Hits 101.7 and watching on the Bomber Sports Network.
Hi, this is Big Box Brad, inviting you to come see us at Brad's Big Box Emporium.
Brad, we've gone over this before. You're not a big box store.
I mean, we have so many big TVs and big grills here, and they all come in big boxes.
Still not a big box store.
Folks, come see our Traeger grills, Vision grills, and the huge Samsung TVs, and our other big boxes.
Just give them the website, Brad.
BigBoxBrad.com.
No.
Okay. Brad'sTV.com, next to Walmart, Mountain Home.
Community banking means investing in our community. At Centennial Bank, we invest our time and energy in helping our friends and neighbors grow, explore possibilities, and achieve their dreams. We proudly sponsor the student athletes of the Mountain Home Bombers. So whether you're in the game or in the stands, we support the things that mean the most to you because you mean the most to us. We're Centennial Bank, Arkansas's community bank, member FDIC.
Back here in not Lake Hamilton. We're in Branson, Missouri, not Lake Hamilton. 8 minutes to go here in the ball game. Start of the fourth quarter. Mountain Home with the basketball. As Blaine Tate has a good behind-the-back dribble. Back to Bickford. Bickford's going to reset the offense. Bickford gets a screen from Dover. Bickford going to drive the middle of the paint. A whistle and a foul is called.
You know, right before the half, or right before the end of the quarter there, we got, Coach Fulcher just upset. He's frustrated with his players, with he kind of mouthed off the ref, kind of gave him a warning, but good job officiating. Another ref came over, talked to him. The one who was involved with it with Coach Fulcher, he excluded himself, let the other ref kind of talk to him, and just good job officiating there to keep the calm.
As the three on the way from Bickford is missed, long rebound goes to Lake Hamilton. Dover's got him trapped in the corner. He gets out of it. Charter Harris now, as Harris is down hurt. It looks like he's hurt bad.
Yeah, that's a non-contact.
Yeah.
Did he just roll his ankle, it looked like maybe?
Yeah. As they stop the game.
That's kind of one of those ones, I don't know. We had a layup.
Well, I think since he, no matter where it was, I think since he was so close to where the action was, they didn't want to risk it. So it's better in that situation, when I went through officials training, that you want to err on the side of caution. And for the 99 times out of 100, everyone's going to be okay with that. Because at the end, they're still kids at this game.
I agree.
So Bombers will have the ball on the sideline. They were in possession of the ball before the stoppage of play.
Now here's my question. If you stop it for him, is he supposed to come out of the game, or does he get to stay in?
He gets to stay in.
Okay.
In football, he'd have to come out of the game.
Yeah,
for a play.
I knew he did on injury like that. I didn't know if basketball had the same deal.
Braden Dewey inside, missed the layup, missed the bunny. It's offensive rebound right to McGee Harris. He's going to pull up a little 10-footer, missed it off the back of the iron, and it's rebounded to Lake Hamilton. Ahead of Ty Robinson. Robinson driving inside, a whistle and a foul is called. Bickford tried to take the charge, but he was just a little bit late there. 6:59 to go here. Ty Robinson to go back to the free throw line. 17 foul for the Bombers. Robinson is 3 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. He'll get his 5th and 6th opportunity. First one on the way, no good. Second miss of the night. He is 3 out of 5 at the line here. Ty Robinson with a good night so far. He has 22 points. A whole lot of rebounds as he makes the second one, and it's 52-28. Ball gets inbounded to Bickford. Bickford back to Harris. Harris wasn't looking for it, but he got up with it. Tate now driving across the middle of the floor, dumps it down. Braden Dewey, what a great pass.
Blaine, the great headsy little basketball player. Great pass. He drew the defender towards him and avoided the player control foul and laid it right there for Dewey for an open, easy layup.
6:35 to go. Lake Hamilton working the ball around as it's kicked to the left side to Zach Pennington. Zach Pennington kicks it back out. Back to Ty Robinson, top of the key. 6:25 to go. Three-pointer, a deep one. Hand in his face by Pennington as it's picked up by McGee Harris as it was missed. Pushed ahead, Blaine Tate. Good bounce pass into Braden Dewey off the window. Good. What a great play by Tate and Dewey.
Yeah, good finish there by Dewey. Great pass by Blaine.
As Christian, there's a whistle and a foul. Blaine Tate came up with it. He came up with the ball. Didn't look like he fouled him.
Yeah, the guy tried to do a little jump step over Blaine. Looked like Blaine just grabbed the ball and had a wide open layup on the other end. I guess the official saw it differently there.
We don't have the greatest angle of it right here.
No, we're right behind it.
Yeah. Blaine Tate's out there hustling though.
He's playing good. Yeah, talked about the experience you're getting right here as a sophomore, getting some time on the floor, and he's looked really good tonight.
So it's going to send LeBron Christian to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. He makes the first one. Braden Dewey boxed out Charter Harris all the way out of bounds.
He did not. Looks like he got a little head start on him there too.
Well, the first free throw was good. As Christian receives the ball, ready for the second one. 6:11 to go here in the ball game. Second free throw, good.
You see a lot of this kind of talking out there on the floor. Both these guys, I'm sure, play a lot of summer ball, and it'd be amazing how many times they play together.
This one's pushed ahead to Dewey, and he gets that one to go. Great pass again from Tate to Dewey.
And that's becoming a combo the Bombers are going to like to see.
So Christian with the basketball, pushing ahead across the timeline. Ball's tipped in the air. Dewey almost came down with it. Over to Ty Robinson now. Skip to the far side, Hurley. Hurley dumped down to Christian. Christian tried to go up for the layup. He was fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair of free throws. Muggs Harris tried to block the shot there. That'll be his first foul of the ball game. Bombers have their 9th team foul. Lake Hamilton to be in the double bonus the rest of the way.
Free throws Christian had this half. He seems like he's been at the line a lot.
Yeah, he's been at the line. This will be his 3rd and 4th.
Okay.
5th overall in the game.
Okay.
So this one is missed.
He
has made 1 free throw out of the 5 so far, out of the 4 so far.
Yeah, maybe we keep fouling this guy.
You know, one thing I thought about is you really couldn't tell there's no shot clock.
Not
so
with this
I was
two.
just thinking that.
Not with these two teams.
No.
They're used to playing without it, and they're going to get up and down the floor anyways.
Yeah.
You know, this is a game, to be honest with you, where if you're Mountain home, you could let the air out of the ball, right?
Yeah.
You
Absolutely could.
You're the team that if you look on paper, that's probably the inferior talent level, inferior team. Blake Hamilton's got the seniors, they've got the experience.
Yeah.
You know, this is the team where you would deflate the ball and hold it and shorten the game. Coach Fulcher's not going to do that.
Yeah.
He's playing for the rest of the year. He's gonna let them keep the tempo and learn how to play the way that we need to play with the shot clock.
The official was just talking to Blaine Tate. Looks like he's giving him an earful. Tell him probably just to chill out. Again, another good pace of officiating there.
Yeah.
As it's inbounded to Muggs Harris. Muggs going to go through the defense. Dewey, he wants the 3 from the left side. Missed it on the back of the iron. Dover trying to get a hand on it. Comes up with it. Rebounded right to Charter Harris. Harris against Robinson. A whistle. And it is missed. And he'll go to the free throw line.
Lake Hamilton's getting to go to the line every time they're down on the other end down there. I guess when you attack the basket, that seems to happen for you, doesn't it?
So 55-34 our score, 5:33 to go. As the first free throw by Robinson is good. 56-34 our score.
Yeah, Pennington and Fulcher down here talking in between the scores table. I've been there as a coach. You just kind of look at the other coach and be like, yeah, man, you're kind of, it's a tough game right now. They're good friends, though. They talk a lot. And
a lot of respect between both of these coaches.
Absolutely.
Tate with the basketball now, driving along the baseline. He's going to pull up 15-footer, airballed it. Missed it long, Lake Hamilton the rebound. Lost it, and it's picked up again by Lake Hamilton. Robinson now. Head to Hurley. Inskeep almost came up with it, but Hurley came up with it. As it's bounced around, Mountain Home with the basketball. 5:04 to go. Pushed ahead, Blaine Tate. Tate off the window, it's blocked, and it'll go out of bounds.
Yeah,
they're going to call foul, yep.
Yep, they are. They're going to get a foul. Both players are looking at who got him. Looks like they're going to get Christian maybe coming from underneath him over there.
So it's going to send Blaine Tate to the free throw line for the first time this evening. He's got 2 points tonight, but heck, he's probably, if I had to guess, has 4 assists so far, 4 really good assists.
Yeah, he's done a good job, even handling the pressure of Lake Hamilton. We talk about the coaches talking. That's something in the state, too, that the connection the coaches have with each other. There'll be times.
Everybody knows everybody.
They do, and, there'll be times where we need film of opponent that Lake Hamilton has played, and we'll call down, and they'll send us film.
Or they need film or
they
something.
They need film of 5A opponents, and you have that all throughout the conference, throughout the state, and it's a pretty tight-knit group of coaches.
So Lake Hamilton with the ball. Robinson mid-post, got Dover in the air, a whistle and a foul. Dewey fouled him. Cleaned him out pretty good, but he made him work for it. He's going to go to the line and shoot a pair of free throws.
Yeah, good sportsmanship there. Mountain Home help him up off the floor. And
that's one thing I can appreciate about this game. Sometimes when there's as much going on as there's been, it can get out of hand. But neither of these teams, there's no ill will out there. They're both just playing hard.
They're playing hard, and there's going to be contact. It's people who think basketball is not a contact sport. It is. There's a lot of contact that's in there, especially when you're playing at the intensity level that both these teams are playing at.
So the first free throw is good by Robinson. Tell you what, he's had a night tonight. 26 points tonight. Ty Robinson make it 27. And it is 59-36, Lake Hamilton. Blaine Tate with the basketball, 4:48 to go in the ball game. Tate gets the screen from Dewey. Tate driving, kicks it out. Inskeep thought about a three. He's going to step in, gives it back to Tate. Not great spacing as it is knocked out of bounds, and everyone pointing which direction, and it's going to go to Lake Hamilton.
Yeah, it's Copeland trying to do a little bit too much. He can just pull up and take that little jump shot, you know, and I think that's what you'll see on film when Coach Fulcher sits down with these guys of, hey, let's take that shot, you know.
Let's keep retying his shoe over there. Robinson helping him out. Looks like attaboy.
Waynesville girls over there kind of checking him out too.
Yeah, they're getting ready to play this next game here.
Yeah.
Them and who else were they going to play?
They're playing Branson.
That's right. They're going to play Branson.
Yep.
Tell you what, that Waynesville has their boys and their girls team has one really good kid that's really fun to watch.
Yeah, be excited that too. That could help because if Waynesville can beat Branson, it makes tomorrow's game interesting.
As another deep three is hit by Zach Pennington. It's 62-36 now.
He just checked in the game and comes in firing shots.
It's Coach's kid, man. He's always in the gym as he about comes up with the steal. Tate comes up with it. He was on the ground. He lost it again. As here's Zach Pennington once again for three. That one is missed, but the offensive rebound right there by Ty Robinson. Tell you what, Ty Robinson doesn't quit moving.
No, he is always moving here, and Lake Hamilton's still pressing here, trying to get to that 30-point, I guess.
So Bombers down 28 at this point. Coben Inskeep with the basketball, 3:40 to go in the ball game. Inskeep gets the screen from Dover. Dover mid-post, kicks it out. Blaine Tate thought about the three. He's going to cross over. A whistle and a foul is called. Zane Pennington fouled him. Looked like, yeah, it was Zane Pennington. And it's going to be free throws. No, not free throws. No, not yet. Yeah, it was 4 fouls. Yeah, excuse me. As it looks like Scotty Pennington's going to empty his bench. Kind of say, hey, we're done. We're all good. See if Coach Fulcher shortly will throw in some guys that are get more minutes for them out of the rotation.
We got Braxton Carson.
Braxton Carson's in. Hagen Robb's back in.
Levi Uchman back in.
Uchman working against the baseline. Good little 15-foot jumper is missed. Braxton Carson right there saves it from going out of bounds. Inskeep brings it back in. Blaine Tate puts up the three. Off the heel of the iron. Uchman got a hand on it, but it came right back down to Lake Hamilton.
Yeah, good step in three there, but Blaine just didn't go down. Good hustle there by Braxton to get him that shot.
Oh my goodness, I want to travel. That was a journey, it looked like. It was about 4 steps, but the shot was missed and rebounded by Lake Hamilton. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Looks like the Bombers will fall to 1-1 here in Branson. Hughes had the basketball. Now it's dumped down along the sideline. Jerome Johnson had it. That's picked up by Inskeep. Great job by Inskeep. Get the steal there. Coben working the ball along the baseline. Kicks it back out. Braxton Carson, the right wing three. Hit off the back of the iron. Won't go. And it is last touch by Hagen Robb, who saved it out of bounds.
Great play by Everett Uchman up here in the stands. Hagen saved that ball about 4 rows up. There's about a 10-foot step up probably. Maybe not 6-7 foot from the floor up in here to the stands. And Hagen tried to save that ball, and there's Everett.
But that's a good example, by the way, by Hagen Robb. He's a senior.
Yeah.
Game's not looking – the score isn't amazing right now, but he's still playing hard and hustling even with the score and how much time's left.
That's exactly right, yeah.
So 64-36 our score. 2:35 to go in the ball game. As we have a bunch of new guys in for Lake Hamilton. Jerome Johnson is fresh into the game. Kai Conley out there, girls coach's kid. Now it's sent out to the left side to Aiden Hughes. Hughes missed it. A whistle and a foul along the baseline. It'll be 2 free throws.
I think they said
they call out of bounds. Okay,
yeah, before the foul.
Again, their referee mechanics must be a little different in Missouri because he had a closed fist. That's usually a foul. As we have a few new Bombers in, or one new Bomber in, as it is Tyler Podwaski into the game. Tyler Podwaski, Lincoln Sherry has stepped into the game along with Blaine Tate, Braxton Carson, and Levi Uchman, the 5 for the Bombers on the floor, as we're at 2 minutes remaining in the ball game. Another pair of sophomores out there. Lincoln Sherry hopped in the Fayetteville game late in the 3rd and 4th quarter, gave the Bombers good minutes out there. Jerome Johnson driving inside, a whistle, and a foul is called as Johnson will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, they're putting Blaine on the reach in there as Johnson was trying to travel or go by him there to get the shot up.
Fourth foul on Blaine Tate. Had something pretty funny happen to him in the JV game the other day. He played, you're only allowed a certain amount of quarters. You can only play 6 quarters if you're a player, so you could play 2, or it's 5 now, excuse me.
Yeah,
and you could play, 1 in the JV game and then 3 or 4 in the varsity game, or 2 and 3. But he played about 6 minutes in the last JV game and fouled out.
Yeah. If I'm Blaine.
He plays hard, though.
He does. If I'm Blaine, I am hacking somebody when I get on defense. I'm not going home with 4 fouls.
So both free throws were missed. 64-36 our score. Sherry with it now on this side.
It's a 30-point game, and I got 4 fouls.
Yeah, I'm going to use one.
I'm not taking them. I'm going out.
Sherry with it. Braxton Carson now 90 seconds to go in the ball game. It's bounced to Uchman mid-post. Back to Lincoln Sherry. He wants the 3. Missed it long. Podwaski tried to save it, but he was already way out of bounds when it went out, and it's Lake Hamilton ball. (64-36) our score. Lake Hamilton on top. Looks like they will move to 2-0, and they'll have a chance at a tournament championship tomorrow with a win over Waynesville. Minute 10 to go. Good little floater by Hughes as this one is missed. Sherry comes up with the basketball. Blaine Tate pushing ahead. Full head of steam toward the rim. Takes the contact. What a move and what a shot as we have a whistle and a timeout, but they're just going to sub kids in.
Rosa and Snow.
Yeah, Ian Mason will step in. Yep. Ethan Rosa, Elias Snow will come in now. So it's 5 players off the bench. It's a junior, a senior, and 3 sophomores out there for Mountain Home as we're under a minute to go now. 50 seconds to go. 64-38 as it swung to the far side. Good crossover dribble. 40 seconds to go. Almost a backcourt violation, but Hughes was able to save it. Good defense by Sherry as it's picked up by Ethan Rosa. Rosa lost the handle. Hughes came up with it, puts up the layup. Layup is good. Down to 25 seconds to go. Lincoln Sherry going to run the show here for the rest of the ball game. Sherry over to Ethan Rosa. Rosa now back to Sherry. Sherry getting hounded there. Sherry kicks it out. Ethan Rosa for 3. Rattle around, wouldn't go. Elias Snow almost got him and got that one, but there's 5 seconds to go out of bounds. Last touch by last touch by Mountain Home. 5 seconds to go. Actually, Mountain Home's going to throw in. Podwaski's going to get it into Sherry. Down to 4, to 3. They're just going to dribble it out, and that's going to do it for today's ball game. Or actually, Rosa's going to put it up at the horn, hits the top of the backboard, but that'll do it. So your final score this afternoon, Mountain Home loses this one 66-38. They fall to 1-1 here in the Branson Battle of the Border. So that's going to do it for today's ball game. We're going to have the post-game show here shortly and give away our Dewey & Sons Player of the Game. But again, final score, Lake Hamilton 66, Mountain Home 38. You're listening to Bomber Basketball Classic Hits 101.7.
Are you building a new house, not sure where the property lines are? Strider Consulting can help. They're a civil engineering and land surveying firm located at 1029 Highway 201 north of Mountain Home. With over 23 years in the business, Strider Consulting has the experience and expertise to bring your project to life. Visit strider.consulting to see their full list of services and request your quote today. Strider Consulting is a proud supporter of Mountain Home Bombers athletics. Strider Consulting, engineering our future.
United Country Real Estate of Mountain Home is the largest seller of rural real estate in the United States. With United Country, you'll find trust and integrity, integral parts of their high standards. As a seller, you'll benefit from United Country's unique and proven marketing system. You owe it to yourself to call the #1 team in the nation today at 425-3820. United Country Real Estate, proud supporters of our Mountain Home Bombers.
White River Materials has earned a reputation for producing industry-leading high-quality results. They have the experience and equipment to perform each project quickly, safely, and cost-efficiently. Privately owned and operated, White River Materials prides themselves in quality work with the customer's best interest in mind. If you need limestone or concrete products or someone to do the job correctly the first time, give White River Materials a call today at 425-3431 or 425-425-3431. 4510.
ASC Warranty is proud to support the Mountain Home Bombers. ASC Warranty provides dealers with vehicle protection plans for any vehicle in their inventory. ASC Warranty's greatest assets are the people that make up the ASC team. The work ethic and dedication to consistently superior services provided by all of their employees are second to none. ASC Warranty is proud to say the Bombers have the same values. ASC Warranty is one of your biggest fans. They will be cheering you on every step of the way. Go Bombers!
Baxter Regional Medical Center is now Baxter Health. When it comes to health and healing, there's no place like home. At Baxter Health, providing compassionate care beyond measure is their mission, because when it feels like home, it heals like home. The Baxter Health team has proudly supported Bomber athletics since 1963 and are privileged to continue that tradition for the 2022-23 season. Go Bombers from Baxter Health.
There is no one that knows the Twin Lakes area better than a local realtor. Local realtors know all the best neighborhoods. A local realtor can find the best properties that fit into your local search criteria and when it comes to real estate. Baxter Real Estate Company is the name all locals know. As part of the Twin Lakes community, Baxter Real Estate Company has local realtors who not only love this area, but truly know it too. When you need a real estate company, you need Baxter Real Estate Company, the Twin Lakes area's best choice for local realtors.
Hi, this is Big Box Brad inviting you to come
put a bow on this thing here on game number 2 of the Branson Battle of the Border. Final score, Lake Hamilton 66, Mountain Home 38. Again, we're going to check some stats for you here. For Mountain Home, Hagen Robb finished with 2 points, 3 points for Kai Bickford, 3 for Ryder McLean. He had a 3 in the third quarter. Braden Dewey finished with 16 points, Blaine Tate with 3, and Robert Dover with 4 points, a couple buckets at the end there as well. On the other end, for Lake Hamilton, 28 points for Ty Robinson, who I believe he has a scout here from UCA he's going to talk to here shortly. He's going to be a D1 talent here next year. 17 points for Zach Pennington, 5 points for LeBron Christian, 2 points for Charter Harris, 2 points for Easton Hurley, and 4 points for Patrick Ngasa. Well, Brad, you know, last year they came over here and we played them, and it wasn't even close from the start. It was 72-19. A lot of big gains from this year to last year.
Yeah, big gains for sure. And, you know, coming up into this tournament, you talk to the coaches, you talk to everybody in the basketball world, Lake Hamilton was the one to beat, right? And you knew coming in here it was going to be a very tough matchup. And you come in here, and so it's really not about, I hate to say moral victories of how well you played.
Yeah.
You know, we did some good things. We gained some experience from some of our players who hadn't had as much experience on the floor. But the big question is for Mountain Home, how do we rebound against a Branson team tomorrow that we should be able to hang with, that we should be able to beat? You know, can we not let this loss beat us twice, right? You know, you did some good things. Can we not let this beat us and come out tomorrow and win against Branson and get second up here in this tournament?
Yeah, you still got plenty to play for up here. And again, the MO up here, if you can win the tournament, that's great, but you're trying to get better for January and February and even into March.
That's right. You know, we won't see a team the rest of the year that is like
Lake Hamilton.
Yeah. I mean, we just won't. You know, I watched the Fayetteville game, and you know, Lake Hamilton, in my opinion, is probably better than Fayetteville was. And it was Lake Hamilton's really good. They're a really good basketball team. So it's something to gain from. You know, Mountain Home did a good job of playing with them, and a lot of stuff to build on.
So again, final score, Mountain Home loses 66-38. Let's hand out our Dewey and Sons player of the game for all your plumbing needs. Call the plumber number, 425-4868. I think the Dewey and Sons player of the game is probably going to go to Dewey, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, Braden Dewey played very well. You know, give honorable mention here to Blaine Tate.
Yeah.
Blaine came in, and just because it wasn't the points that was there, he handled the pressure of Lake Hamilton very well. But Braden did a good job, which is what you expect out of your junior leader, right? He has been through experience, and when we talk in experience on the floor, he's the one that's had the most experience in games like this, and it showed tonight.
So again, final score 66-38. Lady Bombers came up victorious 59-46 over Lake Hamilton. They'll play for a championship tomorrow if they come up with a W. Now, of course, if everyone ends up 2-1, then that creates a few other issues. But if you win, it just makes it a whole lot easier. You can catch those games here on the Bomber Sports Network and on Classic Hits 101.7. Again, it's going to be a good set of ball games. They'll be the last games of the night because they'll be playing the home team. First two games are at 12 and 1:30. We'll have all the action for you here at 3 o'clock, first with the girls' game, then the boys' game will be afterwards. Again, you can find those on Classic Hits 101.7 and the Bomber Sports Network and streaming live at KTLO.com. Again, we'll have old Matt Sharp back with us tomorrow.
Yeah, Matt should be back. You know, and here's the thing. If Waynesville comes out and beats Lake Hamilton in the morning for the boys, if we win, then there's a tiebreaker. We still have a chance at this, I would think.
Oh, yeah. So, again, final score 66-38. Mountain Home does not come up victorious. Any final thoughts, Brad?
Get better.
Yeah,
come out tomorrow, and then let's win some games.
So we appreciate you guys for watching us here on the Bomber Sports Network and listening live on Classic Hits 101.7 this afternoon. For Brad Coleman next to me, he's been a really good broadcast partner for Matt. He's done all kinds of sports, done a really great job for us. For Matt Sharp back at the studio, who's filling all kinds of roles over at KTLO, and he's been our producer. He'll be back here in the broadcast position tomorrow. I'm Dylan Conley. We wish you a good rest of the afternoon from Branson, Missouri. Again, final score 66-38 Lake Hamilton. We wish you a good day.